Yo, what's going on, Internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH. And to be honest, I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Game and Illuminati podcast. We are the Enlightened Gamers, and it's going to be live on episode 95. Now, before we get into the show, allow me to introduce you to my co-host, the first of which recently revealed his own video game. It's called Samurai Zero. Say what up to the people, Ethos.
Yo, what up? What up? You know, I'm taking donations right now, so you check out patreon.com/newinteractive. You can give me money.
Facts. And my second co-host, he's mere days away from fatherhood. He's mentally preparing to put down the controller and pick up the bottle. UTX JG the Don. Say what up to the people.
Ooh, it's gonna be rough. What up, everybody? another podcast. 2020, first podcast of the year. Let's get it.
Hey, and our guest for today is a content creator who isn't afraid to speak his mind. He's on Twitch. He's on Twitter. He's the leader of the Hive. Say what up to the people, SavinTheBees.
What's good? Thank you for having me.
Facts. Hey, where can people follow you at, though?
They can follow me on Twitch. They can follow me on Twitter, preferably Twitter and Instagram, SavinTheBees.
There you go. And if you want to appear on the next episode, be sure to back us at patreon.com/GI updates. Also, be sure to take the show on the go. The podcast is available on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and all other major podcast outlets. Be sure to download the GI app. It's available on iOS and Android. It's free. Just search Illuminati on your respective app store. Keep in mind that we spell Illuminati with the word naughty as in naughty and nice. Now, before we get into the show, I got to let everybody know, all the broke boys and broke girls across the world, all the free games that you'll be getting for the month of February 2020. On the PS4, you're getting the BioShock Collection, which includes all three of those games, and The Sims 4. On Xbox, you'll get Isle of Man. I don't know what the fuck that is. Call of Cthulhu. I don't know what the fuck that is. Fable Heroes, and then Star Wars Battlefront. The original one that was on the 360 and all that stuff, that can be emulated on the Xbox One. And then on the PC, you get on the Epic Games Store, you're getting Farming Sim 19, Ticket to Ride, and Carcassonne. I don't know, none of that is. And then Twitch Prime of Narcos, Rise of the Cartels, American Fugitive, Desert Child, and then Sturden White Knight. These Twitch Prime games is kind of weird, bro. Like, why y'all put Narcos for Black History, bro? Like selling drugs and then American Fugitive. Like, that shit's kind of weird. I'm just saying.
Telling us something.
And then the last game is White Knight. Like, that shit just kind of weird. I don't know, man.
Real low key.
Yeah,
I see you, Twitch.
Yeah, we watching you, Amazon, Jeff Bezos. All right, let's hop into the conversation. The first of which is Apex Legends Season 3 has come to an end. For those of you unaware, we are recording this episode February 1st. It's going to be a couple weeks before this one comes out. So whatever happens between now and then, if we don't talk about it, that's why. By the time this episode comes out, Season 4 have already started. It starts on February 4th, which is 3 days from now. And I kind of just wanted to talk about our impressions or a review of Season 3. How we think we can improve, likes, dislikes. Jay, you got the floor. What you think of Season 3?
Season 3 was really good. I like the battle pass. I mean, it didn't, I wouldn't say it had like a lot that I'm like, oh my god, but I felt like it did have enough for me to continue to want to play. And then sprinkled through that, we had all of the special events. And I really liked them. Like Grand Soiree was actually really good. That was the last big event that they had. So having those like LTM game modes, the different LTM game modes being switched, whether you like them or dislike them, the fact that like they did that was pretty cool. I don't really have a problem with like the buffs and or nerfs that they had. I pretty much like went in on this one. Like I feel like Season 3, especially for GI, was one of our like strongest, because we were like on Apex heavy, and I feel like we all got better throughout that. So I think that overall, like, we all enjoyed Season 3. Like I feel like it was more competitive. Of course, it was way more hackers, because boy oh boy were they out, because people were definitely trying to get the Apex Predator rank.
On stream, we encountered that BS.
We did, yeah. They were doing some mighty strange things trying to get their ranks, and there's been other little things, but again, that doesn't really have anything to do with Season 3. That just has to do with people just being dickheads about video games. But again, overall, Season 3, like, I love this map way more than Kings Canyon, but that's just my opinion. I know some people just like Kings Canyon for nostalgia, but I still like this, and I like everything that they did. Like, I don't really have any complaints. It was more just the players that I dislike, but I think that they did a really good job of Season 3, just mainly with the special events that they had. Like the Christmas event was cool too, but again, like little things like that, I can see that they're trying. And it was just something to, switch it up a little bit from the, the typical battle royale games that you play.
We was talking about it like right before we started the recording. You were saying it had been a year or a while since you had actually played Apex Bees. What kind of kept you away from this game, and what do you think could draw you back for season 4?
Well, I had a lot of bad problems with it when it first came out. So let's start with the fact that I went and started playing it on PS4 first before I went on PC. I went on PS4, and for some reason, I guess I had the vanilla OG PS4 before I upgraded to the PS4 Pro, and I kept getting the blue screen of death over and over. And this was happening on stream too.
Yikes.
I remember I was on the front page of Twitch at one point, and imagine like booting it up. The game just came out. I had like 8,000 people watching, and 10 minutes into the game crashes. I booted it up, it crashed again. And it crashed probably like 5 times on console. So I went on PC, I booted up on PC, and it crashed on me again. So I'm like, shit, man, I'm gonna play something else. So I went back probably like 2 weeks later, and I kept getting the same issues. Now, around that time, they said that they patched it, which is bullshit, because I tried again, and I got the blue screen. I don't know what was going on. So I went and I copped the PS4 Pro. I'm like, all right, something's got to give. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, get a PS4 Pro. It was a final straw. Blue screen. Again, error screen. And at that point, it was a great game, man. It was fun. It was just a shame that it was just unplayable at that time. And I think I'm willing to give it another chance because I hear nothing but good things. It's just, will it be playable for me?
Are you not comfortable like playing shooters on PC?
To me, it's situational because I feel like games that play like Call of Duty, for me, feel much more better with a controller. You know, especially if you're aiming down the sights. Some people, you know, they have their setups different, you know, with their mouse and keyboard. But for me, I grew up playing console. So I play shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefield on console. But on PC, I'll play games like Unreal Tournament on PC, Overwatch on PC. You know, games like Rainbow Six Vegas, I'll play on console versus PC. It's also, a lot of times, you'll run into hackers on PC, where on console you won't run into as many hackers and modders and stuff like that. So I guess it's situational for me too.
I would say if you are open to give it another chance, know that like for most PC shooters, you do have to play with mouse and keyboard because that's usually what I do. But this is the one shooter I do play on PC with a controller. For some reason, it just works. I don't know what Respawn did. But it for some reason it works. The only disadvantage you have on PC is you can't move around with the controller while you're looting, and like when you get into them higher level lobbies, you might get clapped because of that. So you have to be cognizant of when you loot and when you don't. But other than that, yeah, if you open to trying it, I would definitely say that. What about you?
It was the same thing with Halo. My fault for cutting you off. It was the same thing with Halo Reach when it dropped back in November. I was playing it on PC. It felt great, mouse and keyboard, but then I plug in the controller and it felt like home to me. And I felt like I wasn't the only one either. I went to Twitter and I was discussing it a little bit and talking about the mouse and keyboard versus controller. And for some reason, it's just some games feel like it's not meant for mouse and keyboard. And Halo, for some reason, was that game to me.
Yeah, I prefer that joint with a controller too. I actually forgot Reach had came out on PC. Like, what happened to that? Like, are people still playing that joint?
Just mostly sweats on there right now.
Oh, man, they ruin every fucking thing. Ethos, you're sweaty. What's your sweaty ass opinion of season 3?
Look who's talking. We're the same rank.
That's right. I am. For those of you unaware, I am platinum ranked now.
With the flex. We're 10 minutes in.
Of course.
10 minutes in, we're flexing.
Yeah, with mine and Siggy's help, of course.
Yeah,
such a rank. But it was probably my favorite season out of what they've done so far. Got my crypto main going, so I'm curious what season 4 is going to bring. I think that's going to look pretty lit. But overall, I think it was just better in every way. New map, new character, a lot of good balance changes, new weapons. It was just good all around. So I give it right now like a 9 out of 10 right now for the current state of the game.
I actually agree with it. Like, it's one of those few things, like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head because usually I have something negative to say, but overall it was just fun and we were on it heavy. I enjoyed the map change. It improved for like the sniping and stuff like that. I would like to see a map rotation in season 4. They're supposed to do that with rank, but I would like that just for like regular play too. If I could nitpick it, I will say it's more to do with the economy. For some reason, like it's $20 a freaking skin. EA, come on, dog. And then those what are those orange points that you call? What are those even used for besides unlocking characters?
Challenges.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It does nothing. I have like $1 million in the game, and it does absolutely nothing, bro. So it's like I feel like I put in hundreds of hours into this game, and I've gotten only a handful of skins because most of them you got to pay for. It's like I feel like they could do better rewarding the players that actually be on it crazy. That would be my main critique.
I have a question. So for someone like me who hasn't played 3 seasons now, season 1 versus the current season, right? What would you say is, I would say 3 to 5 noticeable changes, improvements that are drastic, that are worth revisiting, not just for someone like me, but people who picked up the game and dropped it and abandoned it, went back to Fortnite or whatever the case may be. What do you think is now convincing and solidifies Apex as one of those games that are worth playing out there?
I would actually I would actually argue too that like I don't think the game was ever bad. You had technical issues, so that's I can understand why you went, because I would have dropped the shit too.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it left a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
I would actually say where I think they dropped the ball was with season 1. That battle pass was absolutely ass. Other than the introduction of Octane, that battle pass didn't have anything. It didn't really change anything in the map. And people were like, because remember, Apex was hot when it first dropped, and that season 1 had started, and literally there was like nothing in it. They didn't really start picking up steam until season 2. So I think where they actually messed up was with season 1 with the lack of content in that first one. There's a lot of really dope skins, and the events they're constantly doing events. The problem is like they should have did that from the get-go, like, and it's kind of hard, especially in this internet age we live in where like things are moving constantly super fast. Like you got to get it right the first time because you got stiff competition. I think that's where they probably messed up. But if I give three reasons, the 3 new characters, I mean, if it wasn't for Octane, I wouldn't have been addicted to this character. I love my little crackhead.
Said the 3 new characters.
Yeah, you know it.
Would you say that the game is fairly balanced in comparison to everybody else in other games? Like, for example, you play a game like Call of Duty, right? If a game gun is OP, if a gun is OP or a setup is OP, most of the population of the game is gonna use that setup, unfortunately. Or a game like Apex Legends, it varies based on the characters and stuff like that. Do you think it's at least diverse enough to bring in new players where they can actually try out different setups, different characters, or is there that one character that everybody's gonna gravitate to?
I think it was Wraith, but they just recently nerfed her.
I think it's pretty balanced. I'd actually
it's pretty balanced.
Right now, there's not really people arguing that a certain character needs to be nerfed or a gun needs to be nerfed. It feels like now people are actually recommending that they buff certain characters because they don't feel that well. Like for example, Mirage is like a current one I hear a lot of people talking about. Like they would like to see Mirage being buffed because they feel like in the current meta of things, he's solid, but he's not as good as like having Pathfinder or Wraith or Lifeline or Bangalore. But the thing is like from a character standpoint, it feels like a majority of the characters just like they work very well with each other. So
how are the updates as a reason? Because one issue that I've always had, let's say Overwatch, right? Their nerfs and buffs have been terrible.
Yeah,
like the rotations and nerfs and buffs, they kill one character and then everybody will gravitate to one character. I remember a while back, Mercy, I don't know if you guys play Overwatch, but one of the healers, Mercy, was a very good, almost broken character, but they nerfed her to death and no one uses her anymore.
Yeah.
I don't remember any character really being like OP, like someone like I would give the edge to, but like I don't remember any character really being like, oh my god, get this shit out of the fucking game.
Every time you see him, I think people complained about Wraith's hitbox being so ridiculously small that like it was hard to shoot her compared to other characters, like the really small characters. And I think that was the contention. So they added a debuff where like basically they take more damage if you hit them. So they kind of found ways of balancing out. So like characters that people complain.
Crypto's ult was OP, the EMP, where it dropped everybody's shield, but then they quickly nerfed that like a week or two later because people were complaining so much. Like they listened to the community. I'll give them that.
So now it only drops like half. Or,
yeah,
so not that much. But yeah, I would say now in season 3, the current state is I think that every character is pretty pretty viable. Obviously there are going to be some characters that, you know, people gravitate towards more, like Raid, for example, Pathfinder, sometimes Bloodhound, but even like I don't even think that many people play with Bloodhound anymore. I'm seeing more people play with Gibraltar, and everybody didn't like him at first, but then they buffed him, so now they're like, oh yeah, like I see a Gibraltar on every team now. So yeah, like some characters they buffed them, and again they became more viable, and some characters again, while they're not as strong as other characters, like what Ito said, like with Mirage, like I still pick Mirage and I can still
it feels
do
like
my
preference.
thing. Because I'm better at the game. Like if I'm good at shooting, then it doesn't matter. Because I feel like all the guns, or the majority of the guns, are also good. And I don't feel like anybody has a problem. And it's funny. The funny thing is now nobody's really complaining about any characters or any guns. People are complaining about skill-based matchmaking. So that's what's going on in the game right now. And if you're unsure what that is, for everybody listening, skill-based matchmaking, it's literally just like you get matched up with people with your similar skill. But the reason why people are upset is because they have it in normal matches. And you also have a ranked mode. So people are like, why did you put skill-based matchmaking in normal mode when there's a whole ranked mode that's specifically for that? So that's what people are complaining about. Pretty much anything that Respawn does, any tweets that they put out, they're like, skill-based matchmaking, remove it. So that's the new thing.
That kind of reminds me of Rainbow Six Siege, where one of my issues why I dropped the game was friendly fire. Why would you have friendly fire in pub matches?
Hey, look, dog, yo, friendly fire in Rainbow was funny as shit, dog. Like, it wouldn't happen. Like, that shit was funny.
The stream sniping was wild, bro.
Oh yeah, okay. If you have to deal with that, I can understand
wild. And they don't have stream snipe protection. You know what I mean? Like Fortnite does, where you know it's rare to stream snipe nowadays. But on Rainbow, it was crazy, bro. Even in ranked matches, they didn't even give a fuck about rank. They just jump in there unless you have a full squad of your homies. You're gonna get friendly fired. You're gonna get killed that way. But I have a question about Apex. My final question would be: is it crossplay?
No.
But
we're still waiting.
Rumored that it's coming very soon.
I was actually thinking about it. I was like, yo, where is they showed the cinematic trailer the other day. Where is the gameplay trailer? Season 4 starts on the 4th and it is now the 1st. We are 3 days away. Where that gameplay trailer? Because I'm hoping they announce crossplay. People are asking for it.
So
Tuesday,
probably Monday or Tuesday. So it's probably the 3rd they're gonna drop it.
Yeah,
that's what they did with season 3. Remember, they dropped the whole cinematic thing first, and people were like, "Where's that?" And then next people were like, "Okay." Next day they dropped the gameplay one. And everyone was like, "Okay, cool. This is cool."
I bet. So let's actually tap into season 4 a little bit. So at the time of this recording, this is actually all that we know about it. So originally we thought it was going to be Forge was going to be the new character they announced. He's supposed to be like a melee character, but in the new cinematic he ends up getting killed, and it's another guy named Revenant, he was data mined like months ago. And I have to say that this was like a really dope little trailer, just because a lot of it feels like Respawn is creating a labor of love, the attention to detail that they're giving with their content, and it was a way, like a little aha moment that really got people hyped about the new character. So I got to give them kudos for that little pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. In terms of details, this is all they've announced for season 4. It starts on the 4th, which is the 1-year anniversary. Players will receive login rewards based on how long they've been playing. Map changes are coming to World's Edge, so it's not going to be a new map. It's going to be the same as season 3, but they're going to be making different changes to it. There's a new sniper called the Sentinel. It's a bolt action with a charge, which means you can like power up the rifle for like a heavier shot, I guess. And then major changes to rank play, including a new master tier. Apex Predator rank will be reserved for people who are in the top 500. If you're not in the top 500, you'll be listed as a master tier. Rank play will be split into 2 seasons, the first of which will be on World's Edge, and then the second half of the season will be on King's Canyon. How you feeling about that, Ethos?
I think it's all good. I have no complaint about season 4. I just want it to come out already. I feel like we've kind of hit that point where like season 3 has gotten really like stale. We've played it a lot. They've done a couple of changes, a lot of balancing changes. I think we're all in a good spot. I feel like now it's time to introduce something new to the game. Just like, now let's go crazy with it.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much the same. The only thing that I'm nitpicking about is I kind of wanted another assault rifle or submachine gun, and they're giving us another sniper because you literally just gave us the charge rifle, which I love.
And sniping's already the meta, so it's gonna make it even worse, I feel like.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, y'all giving us another sniper. It's cool, like I'm still gonna do my thing, but I would have rather give us get another submachine gun at least. But that, again, that's just me nitpicking. I'm just curious to see what the changes they're gonna do with the map, because they're pretty much doing what Fortnite was doing with their map. So keep the same map, just make some changes, change some areas. So they're going to be more more hero based areas. So we're just going to see what that is. But I hope that they can make it like exciting again to, keep playing the same map. And again, like I just hope that they bring that map rotation in. But I don't think they're going to do it in pubs now since they, made the changes to rank. So they're probably just going to keep the same map in pubs and just let us play King Canyon on that second half of rank. So I mean that's cool. But again, like I would rather them in the near future just give us regular map rotation in pubs as well.
Man, I just want to freaking know what Revenant's abilities are, because in that trailer, like, he turned into like a robo ghost and was like stabbing people and shit. I'm like, what the hell does this mean for the gameplay? Is this gonna be in any of the game, or is this just for?
It's about to be crazy.
Yeah, like it looks like this motherfucker about to be crazy. And how's he gonna play in a shooter? I just want to see
terrify everybody.
Is that trailer actually portraying his abilities, or is just something for? Because you know how sometimes these cinematics be pulling the wool over our eyes. And then
now all the data leakers were saying in that Halloween mode where they had all the ghosts running around, they were saying that might
Revenant's in that trailer.
They were saying that's one of his abilities. Like probably he's gonna go into that like ghost mode, that smoke mode, and be able to probably climb higher or run faster. So that might be like his ult or something. I'm hoping that like one of his passives is like he can just like gain increased melee abilities or something, and then just start running around stabbing niggas.
Yeah.
We'll see though, but yeah, the leakers were on it. They were like, yeah, this was all a test. Respawn was just having us, beta test the game for them.
Trolling. Yeah.
Freaking. Also, there's like I've seen a bunch of little theory videos. They're saying that the next actual character is actually in the trailer, the little girl when her dad got killed. Yeah, Loba, because they're saying the wolf translates in Portuguese to her name. Which I thought that was pretty interesting. If they, which is another like attention to detail. Also in the trailer, I don't know if you peeped, there was Titanfall pilots at the beginning. I'm like, bro, when
20 years before Apex. So
yeah, y'all need to stop playing, bro.
Cooper could be in the game, bro.
They need to drop Titanfall 3. They need to stop fucking around.
They're supposed to be working on some Titanfall game, but they said it wasn't 3. I'm really hoping they don't announce like Titanfall Tactics.
Mobiles.
Like I'm
gonna be heated. They pull some mobile shit like
like XCOM, Titanfall or some shit. I'm good off that.
Titanfall 2 is one of the most underrated shooters.
This is why we got you on the show, man. You're a man of culture. Big trying to tell people that.
Bro, when the game first dropped, I got very fortunate enough to get an early copy, and I was just streaming it for like maybe a month straight, and it broke my heart watching the population just slowly die. And I'm just streaming and playing, and then it reached a point where I was encountering the same people over and over and over again. And then unfortunately I fell off the game, went back on PC maybe like a year ago, right when Apex dropped, because when Apex dropped, the population on PC and on console actually went up thanks to Apex. And then it kind of went down again. But it's underrated, man. I think
Apex Legends is proof that it's not always about who does it the best. Sometimes it's just about being in the right position at the right time. Because anybody who's played Titanfall 2 knows that Apex Legends is diet Titanfall, bro. And it's like, if you love this game, you would go crazy for that game. But it's like, unfortunately, EA fucking released the game between Call of Duty and Battlefield and killed their own damn game.
They cannibalize their own game. And that's the one thing I'm about for Titanfall 3, because when it drops, it will be next gen. And we don't know what kind of next gen games we're going to get. Right, so they probably working on Battlefield as we speak, probably Titanfall 3 or whatever the Titanfall title is. And EA doesn't really learn until there's backlash. Look at Battlefront 2, which I've been playing recently.
Pretty much.
Well, from Lil Birdie told us that when it comes to EA, like Respawn doesn't really fuck with them. EA just kind of gives them money, but they don't have any creative control over it. I think they actually have a good contract with EA, and because of that, a little birdie told me that EA don't be giving them the proper promotion because they don't, own all the rights to their properties, Respawn's properties.
That's no good.
Yeah, and if that's the case, EA, y'all ain't shit. Y'all, people already hate y'all. But
I mean, that's why Jedi Fallen Order was so fire, because Respawn.
Yeah, the EA didn't have nothing to do with that shit. They just gave them the money, and like hopefully, after the success of Jedi Fallen Order, like EA will give them more space and more promotion, be like, all right, well, maybe we don't need to put our hands into anything. Like, these guys are trustworthy. Like, you don't have to control everything. You guys already killed fucking a million different. You guys killed Visceral, okay? You guys killed a million different studios.
That's why I won't forgive them.
I can't.
They killed Pandemic Studios. They had Mercenaries. killed it. OG Battlefront, which was Pandemic Studios, and then Visceral Games, Dead Space, killed it. Can't forgive them.
You're not wrong.
Dead Space
It
3
sucks, man, because then again, like Respawn gives us this fire, and then we're sitting up here like, damn, man, EA ain't so bad. But again, we see that they don't have too much control of them, so it's just like, damn, Respawn's good, but EA, like, what you doing? Like, y'all still ain't shit right now. Which, like, what are you gonna do to get back in our good graces? Because even though Respawn is technically under you, you didn't have anything to do with these games, so it sucks.
Yeah, didn't I read like somewhere that like EA didn't even know about Apex until like right before it launched? Yeah, that is wild.
They're just working on it in the background. Like, hey.
I mean, Apex. No, they couldn't predict Apex was going to be this big. It's supposed to be a throwaway game.
That's one of them things. Is like that lesson be like, if you believe in yourself, just do something. They said they just showed up to EA. They was like, all right, turn your servers on. We got a new game. What?
All I know is the Streets is done once Respawn leaves, like Bungie did with Activision.
Yeah.
Once it happens, that's it. It's a wrap, man. It's gonna happen.
And BioWare is already in shambles. So nothing can save EA at this point. They need Respawn, I would argue.
I agree. Yeah.
So we'll see. We shall see. Since the last podcast, Tim dropped. It is a Pokemon-inspired monster collecting game. It's actually published by Humble Bundle. I've known about this game for like a year now. It was originally a Kickstarter game, and then it got back on my radar like a couple months ago because Humble Bundle picked it up and started funding it and all this stuff. It's been getting a lot of hype in the Pokemon community. They just recently released the beta on PC. It's slated to come to PS4, Xbox, as well as the Switch, surprisingly. I heard that actually Nintendo gave them the blessing. The difference between this and Pokemon is this is actually an MMO. It's an online experience that you can play with friends in a co-op. What do you think of this, Ethos? What do you think of Tim?
Tim's pretty nice, man. Tim up. I think the game's really good. I have to get back to it because that game is beating the shit out of me. But no, the game's fun. I've really been enjoying my time with it. I really don't have outside the server issues, I don't really have like any issue with the game. I feel like it's a really good game, like overall. And it has that MMO aspect, so that's like an added bonus that Pokemon doesn't really have. So that co-op is really dope. The Temtem are pretty cool. I know some people think some of the Temtem look like hideous, but in my opinion, I think they all look, unique in their own aspects. Some of them look very similar to like regular animals, but I mean that's just how monster collecting types games are. But overall, I think the game's pretty cool.
What's the name? I forgot to say one thing a positive that I do like about it compared to Pokemon, and like Temtem made me realize why I stopped playing Pokemon, and Ethos said it too. This game is actually challenging compared to Pokemon, and one of the reasons is they have like a different way they use stamina. In Pokemon, like each move has a certain number of times it can be used before the Pokemon can't do it. In Temtem, like the Pokemon just has a stamina bar, like a mana bar, and each move uses a certain amount of mana, and if you run out and you still use that move, you can still use it, but you'll actually end up damaging yourself. It'll have like recoil. So there's been like a lot of battles, like the last gym fight that I got into, like that gym leader was beating my ass, but I ended up just outlasting him using different types of moves, like weaker moves, and then I made them kill themselves basically through the stamina. So like there's layers to the strategy. I forgot what was the reason they said they did this, Ethos, for like competitive play or something like that?
Yeah, so like the biggest problem like with Pokemon right now is that like people will just like high load their parties with the most powerful types that they can get their hands on, and then they just like ram you with like they just had the best Pokemon with the highest, most damage abilities that can obliterate types in one shot. So like in this game, they've made the game way more defensive. So like you have to keep like multiple things in mind as like if you use all these like high power. It
encourages unique lineups.
Yeah, it encourages that you can't just high load your party with just power hitters. Like you gotta like balance it out. Like, okay, who's gonna be like my defensive type? Who's gonna be like my offensive type? Do I give this certain Temtem like a load of like power abilities where like they can only use 2 of these abilities and then they're gonna have to wait a turn? Or do I give them like lower abilities that like will be super effective against types, but they don't do as much damage? So it's like it's always a balancing act when you play the game, which I think is really good.
That's a very interesting thing you said, because I was not aware of that, right? In face value, someone like me, I've been playing Pokemon. We all have been playing Pokemon since we were a kid. You know what I mean? When you look at a game like Temtem, it's easy to write it off. You know what I mean? And when you mentioned that to me, Pokemon, the meta has become who could hit first and who could hit the hardest first. You know what I mean? And it makes the competitive meta very not just daunting but fucking exhausting, man, because it becomes this stressful game where let me hit you first and let me see if I can fucking KO your Pokemon first.
I would actually argue it's boring too, because what's the reason of buying the new Pokemon when you guys just run the same thing, like the same legendaries? You get a Blaziken, you get a fucking Lucario, like everybody still runs the same thing. And then and what bothers me about the Pokemon community is these are the same people who complained, oh, you're not gonna put all 800 of them in there, you're not even gonna use 100 of them, bro. You know what you're running already before. So it's like that's what I think I realized I liked about Tim, just like that little tweak to the formula. Like Pokemon can have some competition. The only thing I can knock on Tim is the world is gorgeous, but like the game is only 50% done. Like you got to know that you're buying into a beta. You can complete the story. The story's done, but like some of the buildings you can't walk into, like some like the side missions you can't do and stuff like that. So it's like the main.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's still a lot of content there. Yeah,
we have like 30 hours on the game, and I'm not even past the second dojo.
Facts. I do have 20 hours on it. So it is a beta. It's
like that's crazy. That's like Pokemon levels.
It's just, are they going to keep updating it? Because we've seen this with Steam early access games. That's my knock on it. Like we don't know. Are they going to continue to update it with content? And also, what's the in-game content going to look like? Because they said there's going to be like weekly challenges, in-game content. We don't even really know what that is. But for what the package is now, like it's one of those games that like I knew about it, but like I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. Jay, you spent a little bit of time with it. What do you think of Tim?
Yeah, Tim is like a very calm stream game for me. Like, and for context, like I haven't played Pokemon since Ruby and Sapphire, so it's been a very, very long time. And then I started realizing, I was like, Pokemon, like, what are we actually doing here? Because are you all actually paying attention to the story, or are you all just trying to catch the best Pokemon? You're trying to catch the shinies. I didn't even know anything about shinies until I started paying attention to the Pokemon community on Twitch.
Silly indeed.
So I was like, yes, I was like, is this all what you
like?
Right,
y'all
silly. So yeah, I'm just watching these people, like, and you all are going on like marathons to see who's the first that can catch whatever shiny Pokemon that you want to catch, and like making your own types of events to like keep the whole game or whatever Pokemon game that's come out to make it exciting again. So I'm like, what's really going on? Like, is Pokemon really giving you the content that you're asking for, or are you just trying to make the game fun for yourself? And then I want to argue that like there's really not a competitive community for Pokemon, because again, like you all said, like it's just who has the strongest Pokemon and who can hit first. So is that really competitive? I don't think so. I don't really feel like that's really competitive. But Tim, when I played it, like I remember when I was playing it the first time last week, and then you would TBH, you were telling me about the whole stamina system, and I was like, you know what, that's really interesting, because now there's another layer of strategy that you have to go through whenever you're battling somebody. You were like, damn, I'm getting my ass whooped, and then Ethos was like, yeah, I'm getting my ass whooped by the first gym leader. I'm like, is this the same game? Like, is this really a game for kids, or like what's really going on? And then I started playing it myself, and I'm like, oh, like, yeah, you really have to think, do I want to do this move now, risk killing my Tim, or do I want to rest and risk getting one-shotted or whatever if I decide to do that? Or can I outlast my opponent? I definitely dealt with that a couple of times too when I'm facing somebody. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just let you kill yourself and then I win the game. Like I win the match. Like, it's very interesting. Then the side missions too. I like that there's like other things that you can do besides just going to whatever town, beating the gym leader, talking to random people, and then like rinse and repeat until you get to whatever the hell they got for the end game. So I think it's dope. Again, like you said, TBH, I was originally like just wanting to write off this game because I'm not a Pokemon fan by any means anymore, like I used to be. But when I actually started playing Tim, I was like, okay, I understand like what the hype is about. It's not really just because it's a different type of Pokemon game. I think that they did add a few like little things that they could really truly innovate. And they have innovated on this particular genre now, so I like it. I can see myself playing it a lot more.
Nintendo better watch out, because people are thirsty for this shit. Motherfuckers been asking for a Pokemon MMO for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I played co-op with Moonlight the other night, and I was like, this shit is low-key kind of fun. That was my first time. I've just been playing solo. That was my first time running co-op. I was like, this is actually pretty fun to play with other people, and people have been asking for that shit for years. And Nintendo's not listening. Yeah.
It's a good time, but you know, the Pokemon community is starving. They're starving, bro. And the content creators are starving. Pokemon Sword and Shield divided the community, I think, beyond repair. And Temtem just kind of like snuck his way in, and all the people that just dipped from Pokemon Sword and Shield jumped on Temtem. So it's a good time for him right now. I think personally, I don't know if I'll ever play it, but just like it was mentioned, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu was the first Pokemon game I played since Emerald. And I had a fucking blast. And then I go on Twitter and people are shitting all over it. And it's the same thing with Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know, I had a great time streaming it. It was fun. I was doing raids with a couple of people in my community. And, you know, just looking at how the community is kind of in shambles, left and right. There's always something to complain about. I think Temtem kind of came out in a good time because it's capitalizing on it without even probably knowing.
Yes, sir. And it's a great stream game because like you don't have to be super focused. Like you can sit there and talk to your chat, so people will pick it up. Them servers was getting hit hard. Like the first day, I was like 20,000th in line or whatever. It's not like that anymore. You can just log in and play now. But like, yeah, the thirst is there. So Nintendo better watch out.
It was real. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait because y'all are really, really thirsty for this game. It was crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. First day.
It's always nice to see little games come out of nowhere, especially because this is coming from like an indie studio. So it's nice to see like little success stories like that. So Nintendo, get on your P's and Q's. It's nice to see some competition. Let's talk about a game by a studio that I just cannot stand. Dragon Ball Kakarot. World War Bandai Namco. And you got the floor on this one, Bees, like because you're the only one that's actually played this shit, so I think it's fair for you to talk. Give us some pros and some cons. What do you think about Dragon Ball Kakarot? What's your experience?
First things first, yo, Bandai, don't hate me. I've been affiliated with Bandai for like 7 years now, and you know there's some cool people, but yo, the games that they be putting out, bro, it's trash, man. And Dragon Ball Kakarot, I'll tell you this, it's not a bad game, right? If you are a Dragon Ball fan, like any other Dragon Ball game, you're gonna eat it right up. It's a nostalgic game where it capitalizes on all the stuff that you love about the series, but you take that away, it's just this bland, empty game where it's like, if you don't like Dragon Ball, why would you even pick it up? You know, I played a good portion of the beginning of the game. It felt way too easy. You know, it's just circle, and then you press one button.
Does it play like a Ultimate Ninja Storm?
Kinda, yeah. It's made by CyberConnect, and they're great set of devs. Don't get me wrong. Asura's Wrath is criminally underrated.
True.
But man, Dragon Ball Kakarot, I think it's a good step in the right direction, and I think it kind of opens up a door to possibilities. But because the game is so niche, you know, it's Dragon Ball. If you're not a Dragon Ball fan, you're not gonna play it, and this goes for any other series. But it's basic too. It's extremely basic.
Is there any like new feature that like you could talk about in it, or like it's just press B?
It's press B, man. It's straightforward, man.
That's great.
That's the thing with these Bandai games. To anybody listening, if they're unaware, Bandai is required to drop a Dragon Ball IP annually. If they don't, Dragon Ball license.
No.
Wait, where are you getting this info from? Where you? Hold on. Breaking news. Yo, give us who's your source.
That's licensing. I don't know if you guys realize this, but Bandai drops an anime game maybe once or twice every 3 months. They just throw it out there. We got a One Piece game that's about to drop, and
got the One Punch Man game coming too.
And then a One Punch Man game. And we just got a My Hero Academia game last year in August. And
another one's coming.
And then a Black Clover game that no one talked about.
Yeah, it's awful.
It dropped. It died. That's it. And then they're probably going to drop another one or relinquish the licensing. And look, I've worked with anime brands for years. Funimation, Viz Media, all these people. And licensing is annual. And if you don't drop it,
also use it or lose it.
Yup.
Okay.
I did not know
makes
that.
A lot of sense. Yeah.
So like last year, the Dragon Ball IP game that they dropped was a Nintendo Switch game. Forgot what was the name of it. That nobody really talked. Dragon Ball Heroes.
Oh yeah, that mobile game. It was a mobile game. They ported it to the Switch. Yeah.
Yep. And then before that was Dragon Ball Fighters. And then before that it was Dragon Ball
Xenoverse 2, right?
It might have been Xenoverse 2. Oh, it's annual. Every single year they drop a game.
Yo,
This is
that's
why I don't.
great.
This is why I don't buy their fucking games, bro. This is also probably why they only flew me out to that one event, which is funny. That's where I met Bees. That's the last event they ever flew me out to, bro.
Jump Force.
I uninstalled that shit on stream. Jump Force. That game.
It's a running joke on my stream that I use it as a coaster.
The fucking motion blur made me literally tear up on stream. I'm like, yo, I don't remember the motion blur bling this bad in the version I played at Bandai, but like that game was just got worse the more that I played it. Did you say you had something you wanted to get off your chest about Kakarot, Jay?
Oh yeah, so I had a heated debate last week with one of our viewers. He's SinCon, so
the Haitian Hokage, Miami's finest.
Yeah, so we were playing Apex, and all of a sudden we got in a conversation about DBZ Kakarot, because I think somebody asked in the chat like, who's getting Kakarot? Who got Kakarot day one? And I was like, ain't nobody get that shit. I was like, this shit is trash. And you know me, I usually don't say that the game is trash, but I was just fucking around. I was
for
like,
Dragon Ball, I'll make an exception.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this game is trash. I was like, nobody in GI wanted that shit for real. And I was like, I only saw Chaos playing it because he said that he was game champ with somebody. And then SinCon was like defending it. He was like, yeah, I didn't want to get the game either. But then I played it on my friend's house and I was like, this game is actually good. So I was like saying, tell me what's good about this game. Because right now, all that I'm seeing on Twitter is the people who are hardcore DBZ fans. Those are the people who are going to pick it up. And I'm like, that's pretty much who Bandai is catering to right now, are the people who love DBZ, because they know they're going to get it every single year. It doesn't matter what game comes out. And he was like, oh, well, the game is open world now. That's what people were asking for. And then I was like, well, how's the gameplay? Because the gameplay is really the reason why I would even consider getting this game if you're going to give me the same story from the same sagas. That was my main issue. I was like, if Bandai would have did GT, or if they would have did Super alone, that would have been more of an incentive for me to get it. But if you're going to give me the same old sagas from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, why do I want to play it? I don't care if the gameplay changed even a little bit. You have to suck me in with the story, because I'm not going to play it over. He was like, oh yeah, well the gameplay is different. You're doing different. And then somebody in chat was like, it plays like Naruto Ninja Storm. I was like, word.
Oh
no.
no.
For real?
What? No.
I was sitting there looking at Chaos play, and I was like, this doesn't look like it's anywhere near, technical or more complicated than any other Bandai game that we played. So I was like, are you serious? You using that as a reason why I should pick up this game? And then he was like, yeah, you just fly around and stuff. And I was like, okay, all right.
You just fly around.
It's a pick up and put down game.
I heard that shit is like 100 hours though for the standard boost saga.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't convincing enough for me to get it. And then they mentioned a side mission where you were driving a car. And I was like, bro.
Yeah, you remember the episode where Piccolo and Goku get the license?
Yeah, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to play that shit. And they was like, you don't have to. But I was like, the fact that it's in the game, why would anyone want to do that? I don't understand. And they was like, yeah, there are side things where like you see robots and stuff, and you can defeat them if you want to level up and get special stuff. I was like, that's not exciting for me. So if you're using gameplay as your argument to why this is so new and innovative for a DBZ game, that's not enough. I was like, first of all, the gameplay, it sounds like it's still mediocre. And then on top of that, again, we're playing the same sagas over and over and over. Bandai, you gotta give us something different. Like with Xenoverse, you kind of tried with the what if scenarios and making your own hero going in there. Okay, but Xenoverse 2, you did the exact same thing. Why would I want to play that? That's why I didn't get Xenoverse 2. And I'm sitting there looking at Kakarot. I'm like, I don't care if it's open world. Like, you missed the ball. I don't want to play this shit again. And they were just like, oh no, you can't call the game trash. And I was like, you're not gonna convince me. I'm not getting the game. So we went like literally like argued about this shit for an hour. And I was like, I don't.
Did you get to go fishing with
let me tell you,
Vegeta in the pink shirt?
Let me tell you something about the Dragon Ball community. The Dragon Ball community is committed to
Committed to the
stuff
fuckery.
that's they just committed to mediocrity. And the problem with it is when the game initially got announced, right? Just this little bit of gameplay or trailer, it was cinematic, they went crazy. And because they have to stick to their guns for some reason, it's as if they can't just change their opinion. They would stick to their guns, play the whole game, replay it just to convince people that they actually enjoy it when they really don't. And it's like, who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself that it's a good game? Because they got people out there saying, oh, it's the best Dragon Ball game they released in the last decade. No, it's not. Dragon Ball Fighters is arguably the best Dragon Ball game they released.
I just had the epiphany. I just realized. I think that's why I'm not interested in Kakarot. I feel like Arc raised the bar for anime games. Like, in the new standard is Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, if it ain't as good as that, I'm not playing that shit. And like, I recently went back and played Xenoverse 2, and like, I remember I liked that game at launch, but like playing it again, I'm like, why did I like this shit? This shit fucking sucks. The camera sucks. The gameplay is nothing special. Like, so the new standard for me is fighters. Like, if they're not doing something on par with that or better, like, I'm not buying no band. If you see me playing a Bandai Namco game, it's because I got it for free, and they didn't give me Kakarot, so I think they hate me. It is what it is, though. Shout out to Bandai.
Look, I bought Kakarot. The only reason why I bought Kakarot is because Twitch reached out to me and said, "Yo, stream Kakarot, and we'll put you on the front page." $65, easy. I did that. It was, the game. It's okay. It's a Dragon Ball game. You know what I mean? And look, people say the selling point is open world. What's the point of having an open world that's so shallow? Right? What open world do we see in the Dragon Ball series? West City and some mountains. All right, cool. And you can fish. Cool.
I put Bandai Namco in the same ballpark as Bethesda. I'm not playing none of their games unless I get it for free. I'm just over it.
But Bethesda though, I mean, if you're talking to them as a dev team, yeah, they gotta go.
I'm just over them. Their games aren't bad, like from a mechanical standpoint, but I don't play Bethesda. I'm not paying for Bethesda games because they never work. They always blue screen my PC. They blow something up. Fuck them, bro. I'm over it.
Even Doom.
That's what I said. Even
because
Doom crashed for me. I just have the worst luck with their games. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
Doom is top 5, one of my favorite games of the decade.
The game was definitely good from the little bit I got to play. Then it crashed on me. I was like, I'm over it.
I feel you. That's the same thing with me at Apex.
So I can't be mad at you. I would actually be more interested in DBZ Kakarot if, like JG said, if they did Super. But even still, like, the gameplay has got to be something new. They got to do something with it. Otherwise,
I think the problem is they just keep tailoring to the same fraction of people that play it besides content creators. It's the same group of people that enjoy pick up and put down games. And if I'm gonna game and I'm gonna pick something up and put it down, I'm gonna look for something that's, I don't know, like a multiplayer game that has some sort of depth to it.
Like, Bandai Namco games are for people who enjoy getting $5 back from GameStop when they trade in games. Like, it's just no way you can convince me otherwise. I know there's no correlation, but I don't give a fuck.
And also, like, as an anime fan, they kind of have anime fans in their palm right now because
it's a monopoly.
If we don't support the game, we might not get the anime games that we want, and that's what sucks about it.
I'd argue we'd be fine without them versus just getting.
I would prefer not to have them at all.
It'd be more exciting too when they finally do get to announce something versus now I know there's going to be another one in 2021. It's probably going to be Dragon Ball Kakarot Super next year. Watch.
It's gonna be Dragon Ball. It's probably gonna be Dragon Ball Fighters too.
Yeah, I think the Super version is coming though of Kakarot somewhere down the road. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by Fighters too.
It's either gonna be Fighters 2 or it's gonna be another Nintendo Switch port.
Yuck. You love Kakarot, right?
Nope, I don't play Dragon Ball Z games. Remember? I have standards.
Stay away from the games and stay away from the fan base.
That's actually.
What I will say is the last DBZ movie to drop was fire, but that was.
Oh hell yeah! Yo, no one hates Dragon Ball. No one hates Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball fans.
What the fuck?
Yo, they're the Star Wars fans of the anime community.
This house.
You try to get them to watch something else,
like
they don't
Star Wars.
understand why. Like, why? I just watch Dragon Ball. And how many times do you need to watch Gohan get his fucking arm blown off by the android?
As much as it takes.
It was just such a good saga, man. Like,
It's the same formula. Bad guy comes, bad guy does bad things. Good guy gets strong. Good
New
guy
power
wins.
level. Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but I feel like Dragon Ball is one of those series where it's great to get into anime, but you gotta explore other series and watch good anime, and play good anime games.
Bandai Namco, I pray for y'all. My New Year's resolution is please just take your time with your games. Nobody's mad. Everybody wants anime games. Just take your time with it, man. Like I don't ever want nothing to fail. I'm just not buying that shit that y'all putting in.
Bro, I don't want Jump Force 2 next year. So.
Hold that.
It was like, man, I was so excited to have some of my favorite anime characters in that, and then
bro, I saw
the video
Toguro.
lost our minds at E3 when we saw
Yeah,
it.
we got so excited when that game got announced. Is that Light Yagami? Oh my god, that story in Jump Force is one of the worst things I've ever. Honestly, it should go in the landfills with ET. Like that story was fucking awful, bro. I was like, this is embarrassingly bad.
All Jump Force did was just make people argue about which character is stronger than the other.
Could be
like it fucking matters.
Yeah, because they all got the same fucking 4 special attacks and the same one little combo.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun playing with homies and stuff. But then you get the full game at home, and you're stuck in like 5 hours worth of tutorials and unskippable fucking dialogue. That's
what pissed me off about the
Literally
game.
the issue.
Like I had fun playing it at the event with you and like fucking Afro and shit, and that game made me realize. Well, I've always known this, but it really made me realize anything can be fun with like when you're playing with the homies. But like when you got it by yourself, when you was by it, like you
by yourself,
they're like yo, like you start noticing shit. Like yo, this shit fucking sucks, bruh.
That shit almost made me an alcoholic. That shit was bad.
Oh my god, man,
Yo,
please.
I was on stream. I'm like, yo, I haven't had a drink and crack one open. That shit got me stressed.
Gotta get the hit
I'm just
out.
pressing X trying to skip through the dialogue. I'm like, yo, you can't skip it. You just can't. There's no skip tutorial option.
No.
And then it goes to a loading screen. The loading screen is like 5 minutes long. That's long enough for me to go start a fucking family or some shit. And then come back, it's still loading. My viewers are like, bro, this is boring as shit. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
What can we do, man? A boy can dream.
Jump Force, fighting game of the year.
Speaking of standards, Ethos said it. That was actually a good little segue. It's a couple game delays since the last podcast. Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed. When did it get delayed back to? I forgot.
September.
Oh
That
yeah.
fucking September.
And then the rumor is that consoles are holding it back. They're having trouble running it on the PS4 and Xbox. Y'all thinking there's any merit to this?
yeah.
I believe it. Optimization.
Yeah, because they said they needed more time. Like they didn't say specifically, but
I also believe. I think that after the backlash with the whole multiplayer thing, I think that they're seriously going to crunch even more to at least have something to show multiplayer wise when September rolls around. I think that CD Projekt Red is at a point, and I was talking about this with somebody else. They're at a point where everybody is like super praising them and high and really regarding.
they're cracking under their own hype.
Yeah, and they want this to be perfect. So if there was anything small that was wrong with the game, which I feel like they found a lot, they want to make sure that this shit is perfect when it drops. Because if they don't, guess how many people are going to Twitter's going to fucking explode, bro.
Reddit, all those hate channels on YouTube.
It's going to be Fallout 76 all over again.
It's going to be even bigger than that.
It's going to be Anthem.
It's going to be even bigger than that. Yeah, it's going to be even bigger than that too.
bigger than Mass Effect Andromeda.
All them joints.
Like,
the hate channels are going to 10, 15 videos. Is CD Projekt Red done?
It's gonna be really, really bad.
I can imagine the thumbnails and everything.
Yeah,
it's gonna be terrible.
Red dead. Rest in peace.
Oh my
you gotta look surprised and put your hands over your cheeks.
The truth behind CD Projekt Red, and nobody's talking about it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Pull up the old homophobic tweets from 2012.
CD Projekt Red, you were supporting
I'll tell you this. When they had the initial private trailer thing at E3 like 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and they didn't have a release date. I remember I was with one of my homies. I remember Dave was over too, but I didn't get to talk to him. But I looked over to my homies. I'm like, yo, we probably never seen this. It's too good to be true. It just looks way too good. And then they delayed it the first time. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. And then when they delayed it now, I'm like, you know what? We're probably gonna see the game, but I'm a little worried. Because what if it's like Watch Dogs? Remember when Watch Dogs they showed the original trailers and
to be fair, a lot of people don't remember. Forgot about it, but Witcher 3 had a graphical downgrade, and people were mad at it originally when it first came out, and then they realized, oh wait, the game is still fucking fun. So then they disregarded the graphical downgrade. It was like, it's still a great game. But I remember that was like a whole thing. The first like 2 weeks the game had come out, they were arguing about how CD Projekt Red downgraded the game.
Speaking of The Witcher,
that's the one thing I'm worried.
The Netflix show was good too, so that even puts more hype on Cyberpunk. So they feeling that shit.
Witcher.
Am I the only one in the camp that thinks that it doesn't need to release on console day one? Because I feel like this game has so much hype that it could release on PC.
Shit.
People would build PCs to play this game.
I want to play the game now.
I'll tell you this, man. Like, if you're gonna release a game on console and there's a multiplayer aspect, there needs to be cross-platform. If you can't get it right, delay the fuck out of it. I would rather get it next year, early April or early February or some shit, as long as it's right. You know what I mean? Because there's other games. I'm kind of happy they kind of delayed a couple of games. Bro, we got too much fire coming out in 5 weeks. Within 5 weeks. We got Final Fantasy VII dropping.
That game ain't ever coming out. Come on, stop.
Yo, chill, don't put that in there.
Final Fantasy VII. Until I see it in the store, I don't believe it, dog.
If they cancel that game, bro, I will sue you personally for that game. You will get a fucking subpoena in the mail, bro. Yo, I will see you in court because it's your fault. That's that bad.
Until I see it, I don't believe it.
I'm kind of happy, bro, because look, man, I'm over the fact that I don't want to get games for free anymore. I'm willing to buy these games, and I really thought about it. I was like, yo, bro, I'm about to drop like $300 on video games in the next 2 months.
Facts.
There's a whole bunch of games dropping. So when they delay it, I was like, whew, all right, cool. I got something to play in September. I mean, picking up and putting down all these games that are dropping back to back to back.
I'm not mad that Cyberpunk got delayed too, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play Resident Evil 3 when it first came out, so I'm open to trying this remake. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have never played that remake because it came out around the same time as Cyberpunk. Ain't nobody got time for Resident Evil, so I'm not upset by the delay. I need to play it right now. I'm just hoping that console version does turn out really good because I don't want another shitstorm. That shit is just, I'm past that shit. That shit is annoying when there's a shitstorm online about video games. You see the face animations? The gameplay was fun in Andromeda. Did you guys play it, or we just talking about face animations?
Nope.
That game was doodle, bro. That game.
I like the gameplay in it. You're bugging. You're bugging. I disagree.
Well, then again, I had the pre-patch build. So I don't know if you played the post-patch when they fixed a couple of things. But when they sent me the fucking code and I played it 2 weeks before launch. And
so you played it early. I didn't play that version. Okay.
Yo, bro, that game was so bad. There was one moment where the character, I forgot her name, and she was in the beginning. You talk to her and her face just starts distorting. It looked like a fucking YouTube poop video. It was just so bad.
Like the Assassin's Creed Unity shit.
Yo, it was unbearable.
So I had to play the patch version. It did have bad face animations, but I just didn't care about that shit. The story did suck, but I liked the gameplay. That was all that really mattered to me. It wasn't as good as the original Mass Effect, but I did like the gameplay. And if they do a remaster and they take the original story with that Andromeda gameplay, that shit
it felt smooth. The gameplay felt smooth. Don't get me wrong. It felt smooth like Mass Effect 3, but at the same time, it's just what people gotta understand is, while graphics might not be a priority, everything gotta come together. Because graphics is the one constant thing that you're going to see throughout your whole
I guess
experience.
where I disconnect it is I I agree. Like they should have patched it. It should have been better or whatever, or should have been better day one. When the internet jumps on shit and they just keep going at it, like I'll say my piece, but I'm not going to make 10 videos. And that's my disconnect with people, because at the end of the day, they know it's broken and they know they have to fix it, and they cannot fix it at the rate in which you release videos. And you just releasing 20 videos talking about facial animations. And yeah, it's not going to make the patch come any fast. That's my problem with the gaming community, where I disconnect. I'm like, it's trash. Get over it. Like it'll be fixed in due time.
I don't know if you guys remember Spider-Man PS4 when it launched.
The puddles.
The puddle.
The puddle touches. Oh, look at the reflection. It's not there anymore. Oh, this game is trash. No, Sony, you ruined Spider-Man.
The game was great.
Look at the webs. Look at the webs, bro. The webs are not as detailed like in the trailer. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, really? It's kind of fire, man.
And they just be doing that shit for views. They just be doing that shit for views. And that shit irks me. I'm like, bro, these are people, bro. Like, chill.
It's the outrage culture.
Yeah, like what I said about Kakarot on this podcast, that's where I leave it at. Like, I'm not gonna be on stream every day.
Not gonna make another video shitting on it.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and rag on it. Like I said my piece, I don't really get the point. And then they be in the comment section of other people's videos. Yeah, that's right, get them. Like, damn, you need to make videos and comment on other people's videos. That shit is wild.
Would you play Kakarot if somebody was to donate the 65?
Oh yeah, I always said if somebody donates it to me, I'll play it. I'm just not buying that game.
Yeah, that was a.
It looks like a 6 out of 10. That's what Bandai Namco is famous for making. They're famous for the 6 out of 10s.
I just hate that these games, you can tell when it's rushed, man. It's weird because people don't pick up on it when they drop these games in abundance. You know, last year they were dropping I forgot what game it was. It was coming out early last year, and then right a month later it was a One Piece game, and there was no marketing for the One Piece game. I'm not a One Piece fan, but if I was a One Piece fan and I'm looking at this One Piece game and they're not marketing it, they're not talking about it, and then 2 weeks right before launch, suddenly they're tweeting about it.
Well, I mean, that's not even a gaming thing. That's like, people are just ignorant, period. The one thing I've learned about being in a game for so long online and creating content is a lot of people don't watch content anymore to be entertained or be informed. Most people nowadays watch content to be right about something. They'll sit there and watch a 10-minute video and try to find something wrong with it so they can tell you about it in the comment section. And an example being is I dropped my Astro Chain review today on YouTube. And one of the first comments in the comment section, the video wasn't even out for 5 minutes. The video is 15 minutes. This dude is talking about something. I ain't buying this garbage. I ain't buying these PC games. Astro Chain is a Nintendo Switch exclusive. If you'd have did a quick Google search, you would have known that. Now, you just want to be mad at me because you know I like PC gaming and you think I'm some PC master race type of dude, like, because I have a preference for that. But I also play console games. But I'm like, that's the type of shit I'd be talking about. You just want to be right about something. That's how most people are. Most people don't read IGN games, but that's a very niche audience. So then they're ignorant about a lot of things, like the things that we're talking about. And these conversations might amaze some people. Like, wow, these dudes know some really in-depth stuff about the industry shit. But most people don't care about this shit. They see Dragon Ball, oh, I'm going to buy it. That's Goku.
I mean, yeah, it's all about tapping into these communities, make your coin, and then get the fuck out, rinse, repeat. That's what gaming.
They take advantage of. They take advantage of that ignorance, basically.
That's why Cyberpunk, to me, it's important, man. It's these games. Look at God of War on PS4.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't a lot of games in the PS4, Xbox One era that really kind of pushed the culture forward. It was like, wow, like this is a labor of love. Like Cyberpunk looks like that could be that game, because I feel like I don't really get excited about a lot of games anymore. I look forward to games, but like hyped, I don't feel like I get hyped anymore for a lot of games.
I have a bad feeling they're gonna delay it again for next gen.
Don't say that.
I have a very bad.
Bro, I feel they're gonna do the same thing too. They're gonna make it a PS5, like, Xbox X, whatever that shit is, exclusive. Not exclusive.
If they're struggling to get it optimized for the current generation, there's a big fucking problem that maybe the next gen consoles could solve. Also, and these game devs have been working on next gen for a year.
So I mean, they have the hardware already, and I would imagine it'd be easier to port it to the PS5 and Xbox. I'd have a hard time saying Xbox Series X, XSX7. Shit sounds like a fucking porno. I have a hard time saying that shit, so I wouldn't be surprised if they they delayed it to that. This episode is also sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider in spoken word entertainment and audiobooks ranging from bestsellers to celebrity memoirs, news, business, self-development, podcasts, A-list comedy, and more. Every month, members get 1 credit to pick any title, plus 2 Audible originals from a monthly selection and access to daily news digest from the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Washington Post, as well as guided meditation programs. You can download titles and listen offline anytime, anywhere. The app is free and can be installed on all smartphones and tablets. You can listen across devices without losing your spot. And if you can't decide what to listen to, don't worry. You can keep your credits for up to a year and you can use them to binge a whole series if you like. I'm a busy man, so what I love about Audible is it allows me to multitask. In this economy, most of us have multiple hustles on top of taking care of our families and completing school, so it's nice to be able to listen and absorb knowledge while doing other tasks. If I could make a recommendation on one of my favorite books you should listen to, it's called 48 Laws of Power. For those of you out there trying to navigate your way through corporate America and just life in general, this book is great. It helps you get a better understanding of the psychology of people and social nuances so that you can adapt and eventually irradiate that BBC energy. So check it out. We got a special deal for all the listeners of the GI podcast. You can receive a free 30-day trial that includes 1 free book plus 2 Audible originals if you head over to audible.com/GI, or you can text GI to 500-500. I repeat, that's 30 days free with 3 pieces of content if you head over to audible.com/GI or text GI to 500-500.
What's going on, y'all? UTXJG denied 1/3 of the Gaming Illuminati podcast. I have some big news. Yep, it's finally happening. This is the year I'm straightening my teeth with Candid clear aligners, and you could be too. If you're anything like me, unhappy with your smile, self-conscious in photos, I recommend you check out Candid. Beyond delivering clear aligners directly to your door, Candid treatment includes remote monitoring by your orthodontist through treatment. That means that you can get the same treatment oversight you get by seeing a regular orthodontist in person without the inconvenient office visits, all for a fraction of the cost. Unlike braces, Candid clear aligners are comfortable, removable, and totally invisible, so you can transform your smile without anyone noticing a thing. Plus, you never have to set foot in a doctor's office or a waiting room. Your treatment is prescribed and monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist. Unlike other companies, Candid only works with orthodontists, never general dentists. With other remote clear align options, you may never hear from a doctor at all as you go through your treatment. That means your treatment will be designed by an expert in tooth movement. With Candid, not only will your treatment be designed by an experienced orthodontist, but it also includes remote monitoring by that same orthodontist throughout, so you'll never have to wonder how everything is going because your orthodontist will be able to keep an eye on your treatment from anywhere. Looking ahead to the wedding season or special event, with Candid, the average treatment length is only 6 months, so you'll see results way before then. Learn more about Candid's process and get a complimentary 3D scan of your teeth at a Candid studio near you. It's the simplest, freest way to get started. So, are you ready to take the first step towards straighter teeth? For a limited time, you can get started with $75 off by using code GI at candidcode.com/GI. That's candidcode.com/GI. Use code GI for $75 off. candidcode.com/GI, code GI.
How y'all feel about this Dying Light 2 delay? Anybody care?
I saved
I
my
like
wallet.
Dying. Yeah, I like Dying Light, but you know, like the
Spring
Dying Light
2020.
2 was
Did you
never
see the
a
gameplay
thing.
for the second one? Did you see the gameplay for it?
Nah, there was a new trailer, a new gameplay trailer?
No, I'm talking about like an E3, the one that like.
Yeah, I seen the gameplay.
Did you see that? I thought it looked like insane.
It's a great
It
game.
looks-
The first
yeah, like-
one was fucking great.
It was underrated as fuck. The first one, people just thought, oh, it's just a
They're-
zombie game. I was like,
They're
yeah,
still
but
doing updates for it. Like, that's
yeah, they
crazy.
still had free content. They even had like a little small BR thingy in it for free. And people were like, just go hop in, see if you like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
they
good.
dropped that BR thing for PC, right? I think as an apology for delaying the game.
Mm.
I mean, Dying Light 1 was pretty good. I think it did something a little bit unique. You know, parkour for a while was kind of like the untapped thing in gaming, and then Dying Light dropped this parkour intensive zombie survival game, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, but Dying Light, when you look at the giants of gaming, the shooters and RPGs, it kind of just started to wither away, and like it's not really a popular game where a lot of people are talking about, because you got games like Cyberpunk dropping, Final Fantasy VII dropping. You know, I feel like all the hype behind it, once these games drop, no one's gonna care.
I like the way that, as much as I hate Bethesda, I do like the way that they announced Fallout 4. I don't know if you guys remember at that E3. They announced it and they was like, all right, in 6 months it's dropping. I wish more studios would do that. Like, be 100% sure you can drop it in a time frame before. Although that game, I don't know if that's a good. Matter of fact, fuck them. I don't know if that was a good example. That game needs more time in the oven. Forget everything I just said.
I mean, but also with that being said, like it may be maybe conflicts between the developer and the publisher, which it is like a lot of times. So they can't just do that. You know, it all depends. Usually it's crunching and the game actually isn't done, but then the publisher is like, oh no, you got a deadline, you got a hard deadline, drop this shit, or you know, something else is gonna happen.
Beat you up.
Yeah, it would beat you up. We talked to them. Like, I interviewed them 2 years ago, and then Ace interviewed them last year, and I was like, when I interviewed them 2 years ago, like, we heard nothing from them. So I was like, damn, when is the game coming out? Like, it had no date. And then all of a sudden, like, they're back at E3, and then Ace interviews them, and then I'm like, well, damn, can we get a date? And then we finally, you know, get something, and then they're like, all right, well, we're going to delay it. So I was like, damn, man, like, I was excited for this shit for 2 years. We didn't see much, and then you just say that you're going to delay it. So I'm like, damn, like, am I even going to be excited for it? Like, of course I'm going to play it because I like the original Dying Light, but I just feel like the excitement is now gone. And depending on when this new date is, because now we don't have anything. They went from saying, oh, it's going to come out spring 2020 to, all right, well, when we drop it, then that's when it is. So when it comes out, whenever it does, I don't even know like what other games are going to come out around that time. So they better be thinking about that too, because this can be a game that can easily get drowned out by, you know, let's say, example, a juggernaut like Cyberpunk.
Food for thought. I wonder if any of these studios are delaying their games. They're saying it because they need more time, but it's really because they kind of have one foot out of the door in terms of current gen. And so maybe some, like, let's say Dying Light 2. Maybe they do want to launch it on the PS5 and the new Xbox simply because it'll be less competition. Because, I mean, there's going to be, day one, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to buy the PS5 and the Xbox. They're probably going to sell out day one on the supplies. And that's going to be millions of new consoles and a few million new consoles in those homes. And they're going to have less competition on it because launch titles are always dry. And if this game has already been in development and then maybe they can like spruce up, you know, the frame rate and the resolution a little bit, just put it on that new PS5, it may be less units in terms of PS5 in the home, but it's also less competition, so there's potential for more sales versus being on the PS4 and the Xbox One. There's a million different other games, and people might not consider buying. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying.
No, that makes sense. I was actually thinking about that because I'm going to get the new Xbox and the PS5. I'm going to save up for that, and I was thinking, what the fuck am I going to play?
We didn't even give you a reason to play it.
Yeah, you know, I thought about it. I was like, well, let me take a step back. They kind of got me like an Apple user. You know, they just announced the next gen and I'm already set. I'm buying it when I don't even know what I'm gonna play on there. And it hit me. I'm like, whatever they've released on there, besides backwards compatibility, what am I gonna play? And I thought about it, I'm just like, whatever they release, I'm probably gonna cop if it looks good.
Yeah, because like when I think about it,
like that, yeah,
Killzone Shadowfall sold really well, and that game fucking sucks. But that was only because it was a PS4 launch title. Like people are gonna buy it because they're desperate. Yeah, exactly. The motion blur, I didn't forget.
Never forget.
Yeah,
the controls were horrible. Fuck, man, why'd you remind me?
Yeah, so do you want to be a big fish in a small pond or the other way around? I think maybe some of these studios are considering that because we're on the edge, and it's like, I also feel like you have a chance for your game to be forgotten when it's at the end of the life cycle, because like people are going to be so excited about the PS5 news and the new Xbox news, like your games might get lost in translation. They'll be like, oh, that's going to be on the PS4. Like, I'm already saving for the 5. It's not really exciting. So I don't know. Just food for thought. Dying Light 2. I'm excited for it a little bit.
I might cop. Yeah.
Speaking of the new Xbox, since the last podcast, it was officially announced. It's called Xbox Series. Well, they announced it as the Xbox Series X, and then another article came out and they clarified, and Microsoft said no, the new Xbox is just called Xbox. So that's confusing. That's going to be hard to sell in GameStop, but then that doesn't matter because we don't know if GameStop's going to be here next year. So XSX, name, the look, expectations. Ethos, what were your thoughts on the announcements of the new Xbox?
I don't care.
Okay, good take. Jay, what's your take on that? Fucking PC.
It looks like a tower, or as other people are saying, a humidifier. So that's a very interesting design. But again, I don't care until we see the games that are going to coincide with the release. Just like SavinTheBees said, what games are going to come out? Like, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I'm going to buy the next Xbox. But again, like, nobody thinks about what are going to be the launch titles. They get you every single time. And Xbox did an amazing job of having people just have that damn thing sit there and not do anything, because y'all did a really, really bad job on the exclusives. And pretty much everything that you came out with, I can play it on the PC as well. So it was literally no reason for me to even go and get the Xbox One. So I hope that it's not going to be the same thing this go around. Hopefully they learned their lesson, because I'm like Phil Spencer as a person, but man, like, y'all been fucking up. And like, we can tell like this entire gen that Sony and the PS4 were the clear-cut winners, and they got the momentum right now. So we'll see when this will happen. But I'm not excited about the new Xbox. I don't care.
There's really no point in buying it if you have a PC. You could just get Ultimate Game Pass and just download it on your PC.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Game Pass is their focus too now. They don't even really care about selling consoles. They just trying to get you hooked into their little ecosystem.
I think they're probably eventually going to transition into a service provider versus just trying to be a home entertainment system. Like, my Xbox One is catching dust. I don't touch that shit.
I play single player games on it. That's it. And that's just so I feel like I'm doing something with my Xbox.
What single player games are there?
I play multiplayer. I played the Star Wars on there.
Multiplayer.
Yeah,
that's
told
barely
him not to do it. He doesn't anyway.
So yeah. Shout out to them. This shit does look like a humidifier, but I didn't like. It's funny, like the meme, but like some people are really talking about they're not gonna buy it just because of that. You should not buy it because they haven't announced any fucking games. Like, I don't really care what the console looks like because I don't buy it to look at it. I want to play games.
Yeah, it's not decoration.
Yeah, so I don't really understand that part. The name is really fucking weird. XSX, that's hard to pronounce, but let's say that like they are just gonna call it the new Xbox. Jokes aside, when people go to Best Buy, like the average person who does not read or listen to podcasts like this, they go to Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart. When you tell them, when the son tells the mom, I want the new Xbox, and then she goes and buys an Xbox One, a lot of people are going to be very highly upset, because I remember a lot of people couldn't tell the difference between the Wii and the Wii U. And now you're saying that, oh, this is just going to be called the Xbox? I don't know. Like, that branding is kind of weird. I don't know why they just called it 720 or some shit.
And they're so focused on hardware. It's like, what's the point of having all this hardware with nothing to play?
They've got 14 studios and still haven't announced a game.
Yeah, like, what are we going to play? Forza again?
Yeah, Forza 9.
Yeah, because like that was literally their focus last year. Like, with all those teraflops that they were touting. Okay, that's cool. We don't care if you're more powerful than the PS4 because
120 frames per second with nothing to fucking play.
Hey,
and I still think that's a lie too.
Yeah, I remember. Was it you, Ethos, that was sitting next to me at E3 when we were at? It was a couple years ago, the Xbox conference, and they announced that the new Xbox was gonna have like 10 teraflops, and like the kid next to us was like crying in excitement and shit. I'm like, I remember looking at him like, dude, you don't even know what the fuck a teraflop
is. Like, everybody went to go look up what a teraflop was and what it did immediately.
That was a paid actor. That's what that was.
Oh my god! It couldn't have been, because we were sitting in the nosebleeds, bro. We wasn't in no nice seats. That couldn't have been no paid actor.
Yeah, we weren't even.
Yeah, because it's Microsoft. They don't got the budget for games because they're too busy trying to sell Game Pass.
Might have been. So until they announce any games, I don't even know what to say about this. I feel like they should have showed off a game or two. And the same thing with the PS5 when they finally reveal it. Like, please show a game or two or something. Like, don't just talk about specs, because it's not enough. And like I said in my solo podcast, I advise everybody, like, don't get too excited. Like, I know the PS4 was superior to most people by most people's standards this generation, but don't forget the 360 was great last generation. Don't just dismiss the Xbox because the PS4 did great.
Was fucking great, man.
And if history tends to repeat itself, it was the PS2, then the 360, then it was the PS4. So if history repeats itself, the Xbox might be top dog next time. So, wait to see what everybody announced before you just go throwing money at a company. Don't be a fucking drone.
Facts.
That's all I got to say about the Xbox. Assassin's Creed. Anybody care? Ragnarok? New rumors? Yeah.
Man, these rumors sound fire.
All right, check it out. So, a while back when it was The Division. There was a Viking holding a piece of Eden in it, and people were like, "Oh shit, is it going to like the Viking era, like the Norse and stuff with Assassin's Creed?" Because Ubisoft is, for those who haven't been paying attention, they've been creating the Ubisoft cinematic universe, making their games intertwine and shit like that. Some new rumors came out about the next Assassin's Creed. It's supposed to be called Ragnarok. It's supposed to be revealed, the rumor is, sometime this month and launch in September. Up to 4 players in drop-in, drop-out co-op. Players can only play as a single character, Jorah, who can be chosen to be a male or a female, just kind of like an Odyssey. Jorah led a small band of 4 during their adventures, is why other players can drop in and out for co-op. It'll have heavy RPG elements in it, just like Odyssey and Origins, and it'll continue to build on that. Combat is upgraded with more weapon types and special abilities for every weapon grouping. Each weapon has runes added and it can be upgraded. Durability, blah, blah, blah. Weapon durability will come into play. I don't know how I feel about that. Replacing Adrenaline is a Berserker mode, which also activates special runes like fire, frost, and lightning damage. That sounds kind of cool. Sailing returns, but it's less combat. It's supposed to be more for like exploring, parkour, and new parkour animations. The Hidden Blade is back. It's far more customizable. Maybe we can get a bacon skin on it or something. Stealth is upgraded by having physical health stealth skills such as hiding in mud, snow, crouching. That actually sounds like Ghost Recon. Blah 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 blah, man. Y'all got the damn notes up. Y'all reading all this damn shit. How are we feeling about this? Like, let's pretend like it's real. Does anybody even care about Assassin's Creed? Y'all already know I love Odyssey, so I'm gonna let y'all talk.
I'm a fan.
Assassin's Creed has always been one of those games where it's like hit or miss, and it starts off really good and then it kind of just falls off for me. But I'm kind of excited for this one because I like Norse mythology, so they probably got me with this one. And Odyssey was fire, so
yeah, Odyssey was fire. I think these features that they're announcing, it sounds cool. It just annoys me because everybody's been asking you to go to Japan, and spoiler, if you haven't played Odyssey, it's not that big of a deal. There's one point in the game where they basically confirmed there is a brotherhood in Japan. It was like a little Easter egg in there, and I'm like, all right, bro. And then we get fucking Norse. All right, man, this is ridiculous. I feel like they're literally gonna wait till we hate Assassin's Creed, and they're gonna dangle the bacon over our fucking head and be like, yeah, Japan, remember?
I'm not a fan of weapon durability, though.
I'm not either.
Like that's an archaic mechanic.
I've never liked that mechanic in any video game.
Being in the middle of a fight and then your sword just falls apart, that doesn't sound fun. The game's supposed to be fun, especially because Odyssey kind of took liberty with the Assassin's Creed formula, and they put a lot of magic in there with the Greek gods and shit. Like, let's stick to that with like the Norse gods and shit. I don't want weapon durability. I'm curious about this co-op, because co-op in Unity was awful. It was just side missions that didn't matter, for loot that honestly didn't matter because there was better loot in the main campaign. So I'm curious to see how this co-op will play in this, and like, it better not be like Sea of Thieves. I don't want to have multiple people controlling the ship and shit like that. That shit sounds annoying.
See, I skipped Unity, but can co-op make or break a game though?
I guess I'm in the boat of why do it. Yeah, I would still play it, but it's like, why do it if you're not going to do it right? Especially because they fucked
Unless
up.
they based the game around co-op mechanic.
Yeah, which it sounds like that's what this one's gonna be around, if we're pretending like these rumors are true, because this comes from Reddit. We can't trust them.
You can't trust Reddit.
What about you, Ethos?
I mean, I kind of didn't even beat Odyssey because I kind of got bored of it. So I don't know if I'm really excited for this one, to be honest with you. I hope I will. I hope I can rekindle that like love that I had for Origins, because Origins is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed game. But I don't know.
Wow, because the main character's black.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree. Happy Black History Month.
Yeah, exactly.
Wakanda forever.
We was kings and shit.
Yeah, that's what they say in the comments section. The little racist ass comments. We know what y'all doing. That's equivalent to the damn Trihex and on Twitch.
We was kings.
We was kings, head asses. What'd you say about this, Jay?
I mean, like I said, I'm very excited. Odyssey was the first Assassin's Creed game that I played and beat. Like, that shit was amazing. So, and like I said, if this is real, I am very, very excited just because of that co-op aspect alone.
Did you play the DLC?
I played like one part of the DLC.
Oh, you gotta beat that.
Yeah. I
shit was
don't
fire.
think I'll go back to it. I think I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I know you. I told it immediately.
I got like 200 hours of that shit, boy.
Exactly. You're insane playing this for that long. But yes, if the co-op does work, again, if pending if this is real and it does work, then I think that's going to bring another element to Assassin's Creed. But don't make it like if y'all just half-ass it and just like Ghost Recon, then I'm not going to be excited. But I think that Assassin's Creed is one of those franchises that Ubisoft still has that like the actual story and the gameplay, at least from Odyssey and Origins, when they kind of amped it up, it does make me excited regardless. So like I said, we'll see if these are real, but this is very detailed. Like I think it might have a little bit of validity to it.
It was a little too detailed to be a rumor. I agree.
Yeah, I can see if they had like 5 different things, about the details about this game, but this shit is like 20 details. Like it's a shit ton. So we'll see.
Yeah, like why would you make up weapon durability? That's an odd thing to make up too, especially something that didn't exist prior.
Yeah, like what you trying to piss me off or something? Like you trolling? Like what's going on?
Make me upset.
I pray to God that's fake though, because I don't want to be crafting and worrying about making the axe in the first hour of the game durable, and then I'm getting my ass whooped because it doesn't work. That's not fun.
For being in the middle of a boss fight and that shit just breaks down on you, like then you got to load another save file and go craft a better weapon, like doing side missions. It sounds like it has the potential to pad the game for unnecessary shit when it's like you just want to get to the point.
It's a problem I have with Elder Scrolls games.
Bethesda games. You know what will really help you when you're playing Assassin's Creed? Puma's gaming socks. Have you guys heard about this?
Unfortunately.
Puma is still around? That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, they got Puma Mania events in fucking 2K. That terrible game.
That's crazy.
So yeah, Puma announced they have an official gaming sock. It'll cost $105, $160 in Australia, and then £80 in the UK. The Puma gaming sock was created with console gamers in mind. The gaming sock is the first edition active gaming footwear designed for indoor and in-arena use. It delivers seamless comfort, support, and grip so many gamers can adapt to different active gaming modes and game their best, Puma says. It features medial wrap-up grip in Seek mode, lateral wrap-up support in Attack mode, and heel wrap-up stability in Cruise and Defense mode. How will this improve your gaming, Bees?
That sounds like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card. What the fuck are you
In Attack mode, right? That's great.
How would it improve your game? Well, I wear socks. I don't know about you guys. I wear socks, but Puma, $105 for socks?
This shit like it to make your feet sweaty.
Is that shit gonna cook me breakfast while I'm playing video games? Is that why this is so expensive? I don't know, man. Attack mode, defense mode, and it's Puma? Nah.
This shit like it don't got no ankle support. What you think of this shit, Jay?
I mean, like, as soon as we heard about it, I was like, what does attack mode, seek mode, and defense mode mean? Like, can we see an accurate representation of what that means? Because I don't get it. These are socks. Like, how, are they transforming on my feet when I play different games? Like, are you going to regulate like what I'm doing? Like, if I'm on a defense, or are they going to transform on my feet? I don't understand like what's going on there. Like, these are just glorified, expensive ass socks, bro.
I think I know the benefit of these. These would be good for like when you're in those heated gamer moments and you're about to shout a gamer word.
Oh my god!
And you get
I knew it.
Attack mode.
And you're standing out of your
apology.
You're standing out of your knockoff gaming chair you got from fucking Walmart with no name brand on it, and you jump up because you get a sick play. It absorbs the shock off your ankles and stuff, and you're shouting gamer words into the camera on your stream, and then Twitch bans you. But at least you had your gamer socks on to absorb the shock, you know. So,
well, first of all, where did Puma think that they could get away with $100 socks?
Yeah, why is this so much? First of all, like if you wanted to enter the market, maybe they thought
who
because
the fuck still wears Puma.
Yeah, I don't know. Meek Mill.
Man, it's just soccer players.
Maybe they thought they could make it so expensive because like gaming is an expensive hobby, to be honest. I mean, games are $60. A good PC is going to run you at least $1,000. Consoles are $400 or $500 at least when they're new. So they probably were thinking, these gamers got money, so let's just make it $100 and see what they do. Let's see if they get it. I think maybe that's why. But I don't know, man. Can you fuck bitches in this shit?
And they socks though. You fuck.
If they got the same grip as my Timbs.
If I'm in a rush, yeah. Fuck, man. I need that shit in attack mode, man. Whatever.
Attack mode turns into Black Air Forces.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? I'll cop that.
I would not be surprised though. Like next gaming events, big gaming events or whatever. Like next year, Puma tries to sponsor some esports team, and you see them with no shoes on, just the Puma gaming socks while they.
Just like in the socks.
And then they win a tournament and they blame it on the socks and shit. I game better with my Pumas.
If I see someone at TwitchCon wearing that, you getting robbed.
Allegedly.
Like, it's just crazy because again, these
Allegedly.
are socks, so they're only meant for indoor use. So you're not gonna be walking. Well, actually, you know what? Because the Caucasian people walk outside barefoot. So never mind. They'll do it. They'll walk around with this.
I'm gonna say, have you been in the gym before? They be wearing socks in the gym, lifting and shit.
Yeah, never mind. I take that back. So I'm sorry.
Well, different strokes for different folks. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out. I'm actually interested to see what other companies start to do products like this. Will we get a Nike gaming sock, and what will be the difference?
Yeah, because Adidas is gonna be like, oh shit, Puma dropped some socks.
Ninja
Puma, I gotta drop some socks too.
Yeah,
Yo,
Ninja, put your name on it.
yo, Ninja, come do a Fortnite dance. Come do the default dance. Socks, real quick.
Nobody does the dance back. That shit would be great.
Puma's making a comeback.
Fucking the war on loot crates hasn't stopped. Yo, what's going on with this shit in the NHS, JG?
Yeah, so now the NHS, aka the National Health Service, they're going in and they are saying that these gaming companies are setting kids up for addiction with these loot boxes. And this comes from Claire Murdoch, who is, I think she's she's a director of mental health. So she also said that frankly, no company should be setting kids up for addiction by teaching them to gamble on the context of these loot boxes. No firm should sell children loot box games with the element of chance. So basically, I mean, it just continues the argument that was going on all of last year and the latter part of 2018. So at this point, it just seemed like these companies are trying to like remove loot boxes altogether. Because if you all weren't aware, there have been some countries that have fully eliminated loot boxes, and there are some countries that have forced companies like EA, because EA is a really big company that has been under fire for this, mainly with FIFA and Madden. They have been required to at least be transparent with what comes in the loot boxes and what your chances are for getting every single item. So that's why you can see like in games like Apex, like they have to tell you like what your chances are of getting like a legendary item, an epic item, a common item, things like an uncommon item. So I think that at this point they're just trying to get rid of loot boxes apparently like altogether, because like they're saying that not only is it encouraging children to gamble, but now they're saying that it's going to become an addiction, and it has become an addiction for these children.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard about gacha games, mobile games.
Nah.
Yes.
There's a couple of them in particular, like Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle is very fucking popular, and actually Belgium banned loot boxes, and they had to kind of like either reformat some gacha games, or you just can't access these games at all. And I don't know, man. I was never a fan of loot boxes to begin with. As long as they're cosmetic, I don't give a fuck. But then you play a game like GTA 5 where you can gamble in it, and then you got shark cards and stuff like that, and NBA 2K got some gambling in there, which is a little odd. I just don't want that to be the business model, where the only time I can have fun and really reap the fun factors of this game is to invest another $100 or $150 for some fucking cosmetics.
Facts.
I think it's just corny.
My only question is, where are these kids getting all this money to buy all these loot crates and shit?
Their parents.
Stealing their parents' credit cards. You're right. Nope.
Parents.
No, I don't, because I never did that, bro. My parents beat my motherfucking ass, bro. I guess that shit is cool in other people's households. So
You need a $5,000 buy fucking Fortnite skins.
You don't know me, mom.
So you're telling me you never stole your parents' American Express and charged $1,000 for FIFA skins?
I would not even be doing this podcast right now. I would be somewhere in heaven.
I'd be 6 feet under somewhere.
Okay, so that's my forte.
Doing some gambling with your Puma socks on.
That's just a thought I have. Like, where are these kids getting this money from? Like, I get if it's like a high school kid who's got a job and he spends his money on it, but like some of these younger kids, like, why is your parents' credit card on your iPad? Like, when I buy stuff, I buy it once and then I remove the shit. Like, because like that PlayStation hack scared me. I don't want my shit on nothing that don't need to be on it. And the fact that people leave their info
I think
everywhere.
the whole argument is just, video game causes violence in disguise all over again. And I think they're just trying to get that win. They couldn't ban GTA. They couldn't stop Rockstar. And now they're just looking to sell for something. And while a lot of these companies are fucking scummy,
they are.
NBA 2K, but at the same time, like, I could play GTA 5, play some blackjack, and I still got my house. My wife didn't leave me with the kids because I lost at fucking Grand Theft Auto or some shit.
Facts.
Just saying.
I think the even funnier thing about this is what I've seen from the whole loot box argument and the government getting involved in all these different countries. Like, they always mention children as like the people who are getting addicted, but what about the adults? Like,
we don't care. Why do we think we have gambling?
They're also adults who are spending buku amounts of money for these damn skins and getting these loot boxes. Why don't you mention them? Like, it's still an addiction, is it not?
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about adults.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about it. They don't give a fuck
grown
that
ass man.
I have to get
yeah, that's exactly what it is, he knows.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. I have to get a third mortgage for some FIFA skins. They want to know if Lil Timmy in the Midwest is gonna spend 10 grand on some fucking Fortnite skins or not. That's what they're worried about.
Big facts.
Yeah, I would love to see how EA would restructure their company if microtransactions no longer existed.
Oh Lord, they would lose so much money.
Yeah,
It might be a good company for once.
people forget when they were.
You were forced to play good to actually make good games.
Hey, get that fight night out. We need that new Def Jam.
Oh, they might be a good company. We might get Dead Space 4. They might get Visceral Games back and put it together or some shit. I mean, that's never gonna happen, but I mean, look at Bungie, and when Bungie was with Activision and Destiny, and how fucking shitty Destiny 2 was when it first came out. I enjoyed it, but you look back at Destiny 1 and the improvements and stuff like that. These parent companies put these other companies in a chokehold.
Yeah. It's always the fucking label. It's usually the artist that just wants to create. But what can you do? Hopefully it'll be interesting how this war on loot crates continues. Ninja Theory announced a new horror game. I honestly don't know what to say about it. I just kind of put this on there. I don't know if y'all want to talk about it. It's called Project Mara. They said in the press release, Project Mara will be a real world and grounded representation of mental terror based on real life lived experience accounts and in-depth research. Our aim is to recreate the horrors of the mind as accurately and realistically as possible. Project Mara will be an experimental title and showcase what could become a new storytelling medium. And for those of you unaware, Ninja Theory is also the ones that did what was it, Hellblade? Is that what it was called? The other yeah. So it's like, is that the new thing they're going for? They're going to be like the mental health of gaming, or shout out mental health,
real life
mental illness,
mental illness, real life horror.
So I don't know what to make of this, but does anybody have any interest from seeing the trailer?
I love horror. Sure. Horror is my favorite genre, so I might check it out.
Sure, why not?
Okay, Jay.
I'm interested in that new Hellblade because Ethos showed me that fucking game was fire. So I want the sequel.
Amen.
I'm kind of mad I slept on that game.
I was mad I slept on it too after playing it.
I heard that shit got hard puzzles. I'm good. I'm good, bro. It looked cool, but I'm not trying to do like puzzles are cool, but not too hard. Not too hard, man. I don't know. Also, some Godfall gameplay was leaked online. It was later confirmed by one of the developers that it is real, and it's in fact an old build from a year ago. For those of you who know, Godfall was one of the first PS5 exclusives that was announced alongside the console. It's just like a short, like a little 10-second snippet. I'm gonna be honest, it did nothing for me, but maybe y'all had something to say about this. I don't know.
It looked pretty cool. It looked solid, but then the developers say it was like PC build or some shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So I don't even think they really got it working with the PS5 yet. Supposedly, it's supposed to be like a looter shooter, but it's more melee based, like a slash looter shooter or some shit like that, and like co-op with friends.
It's kind of like
Isn't that what Anthem? Isn't that what Anthem was supposed to be?
Anthem, fucking Marvel's Avengers, Destiny, everything's a damn looter shooter live service. Just got the purple gun. Here's the red.
I mean, I thought that the 10-second club it looked good for being a year-old build.
Who's the dev team?
It's a team of people who are like from Riot Games.
The ones who worked on Horizon.
Horizon. It's like a mixture of people from like AAA teams.
It got potential then.
Yeah, it's something to keep an eye on. The one game I think that they announced. I don't even know how to. Is it Bailiff? Is that how you say it? The Bailiff splits the Smash community. Bailiff. That's the new DLC character for Super Smash Bros.
You mean Dante? Yeah.
Not that. Oh, this sounds like this bothered you. Speak on it. How you feeling about this?
Look, man, I'm happy. I'm happy for the Fire Emblem community, but at the same time, they could go eat a dick.
Hey.
I'm sorry, man. Like,
you can't disrespect Violet like this, bro.
look, man. I'm a Smash fan. I love Smash. I was streaming it consistently every single week since launch. But this is kind of a slap to the face to anybody that's not a Fire Emblem fan. You know, like if you're a Smash fan, that's what you are, a Smash Bros fan. And you don't have to accept every single thing that they throw at you. But then you look at the DLC list, right? Starts off strong. We got Joker. We got Banjo, all these characters, and then the final character with all the hype behind it is a character that probably should have been the first DLC character. It's kind of disappointing.
I'm not gonna lie, like I was thinking about it while I was making the notes, and like if I had to make my top 10 video games of all time, like off the top of my head, Super Smash Bros. Melee would fall somewhere on that list because I have so many hours on that game on the GameCube, and like I just don't feel inspired to play the new Smash Bros. Like I don't like. There's like 8 fucking characters from Fire Emblem on the roster of Smash. Like I don't know if you guys remember, the original Smash Bros. Had 8 characters on it. This could be its own Smash Bros. Game. Stop putting these sword characters. There was like, you know what? You tired of sword characters from fucking Fire Emblem? Here's a one with a sword, a spear, and a damn bow. Just regurgitating shit, and it's just like, bruh, like I feel bad for people who bought that season pass, man. Like I get Sakurai needs a break, but I need a break too. We're breaking up Sakurai.
You know, at the same time, it's just like, you know, it's his vision. He's a huge fan. Cool. You know, I got Terry from KOF, so I'm happy with Terry. But at the same time, I'm just disappointed, man. This is disappointing. And then, you know, we're getting 6 characters again within the next year, and that doesn't really make me feel better. You know what I mean? Because who knows when the next DLC character is coming out.
What do you think would happen if they announced another Fire Emblem character?
The internet would explode.
Yeah, they would find that dude.
What?
The thing is, well, the one thing that a lot of people aren't really talking, the Nintendo Switch is going to be here for a lot of years to come. So they're going to look to build on Smash Bros. Ultimate for as long as the Switch is alive. Even if regardless they drop, let's say, a Switch Pro, they're still going to build on Smash.
Why would you never need to make another Smash game?
Especially because it's called Ultimate, so they could just build upon it.
Yeah, just keep using the game. Turn into a live service, just make it into just a game that lasts forever.
Facts. There's really no reason to work on another Smash Bros. Game at all. And
I feel that.
They could just keep building and building. At the end of the day, the roster is like, what, 70 characters right now? Or 60? Something like that. It's a huge roster. And while it is disappointing because I was hoping for for Dante and Smash, and I'm a huge Devil May Cry fan, and all the hints were leading and pointing to Dante. You know, Capcom was dropping all these little hints, and then the Devil May Cry Twitter page and Facebook page were dropping all these announcements, and then it turns out that it's about the new Devil May Cry 3 port on the Switch.
What made y'all think that it was gonna be Dante?
I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be Dante. I was hoping for Dante, and then I made a tweet. I was like, chances are it's not Dante. It's just mostly hoping for it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm just curious, like where like the beginning of that rumor started, where everybody was like, no, it's gonna be Dante.
What made the rumor though is when the Devil May Cry page tweeted that they were gonna drop an announcement the same day as the Smash Direct.
Oh, well, what did they announce?
They ended up announcing that Devil May Cry 3 on the Switch is going to have a new mechanic where you can switch between styles more seamlessly, and that was...
I know they probably got yelled at for that.
Yo, one of my favorite hobbies to do is go to Facebook and read the Facebook comments on announcements, because they're so fucking funny. The outrage is hilarious. People get so mad. Dog, one of the producers made a video, and a whole bunch of people just started throwing racial slurs. I'm like, damn.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. It's great, man. Go check it out.
Right. Yo, we need Knuckles. We need Sora. There's so many different cool characters you could put in the game.
If they didn't put Dante in it, they're not gonna put Sora in it.
But what about Donald and Goofy and Sora?
No, I don't care. I don't care. People, that's the one thing that annoys me. I'm like, I feel like some of the stuff that they pick makes sense. I would say the Persona one was definitely one of those like far out ones that like no one saw coming. Funny. Game joke. But I feel like everything else, Banjo and Kazooie, I don't understand why people were fucking begging for that shit. I feel like that was a waste of the slot. Byleth was kind of a given, because I was like, how are you not gonna put the new Fire Emblem character in when like it just came out this year? I'm surprised. You know what I really thought? If there's anybody I would put in Smash, I want 2B in Smash so bad. I feel like she'd be perfect for Smash, but they got her in Soul Calibur, so I'm like, there's things where it's like not far fetched.
You said who?
They could put 2B from Nier
Oh,
Automata.
2B.
Yeah, 2B. Geralt from Witcher.
Man, what about Beautiful Joe?
That nigga's been in 4 different games. Beautiful Joe was one I thought they would actually bring, like, as a big, like, you know, instead of Banjo-Kazooie, I think Beautiful Joe would have been a way better, like, oh shit, like, moment. Because like that's like a cult classic right there. And the other one I would have thought was Astral Chain. I really thought the final character was going to be the dude from Astral Chain, because they were like, the final character is going to be someone like people aren't expecting or something like that.
I can actually see that with the stage recovery and the chain. And shit.
And I was thinking like Platinum Games, you know, if they don't get 2B, they'll pick something that's in the Nintendo wheelhouse. Astral Chain came out, it sold a boatload of copies. People know about the game. This is a great way for like both studios to like, you know, look at each other, because Astral Chain fans will go get in on Smash, and then Smash fans might check the game out. So it works for both sides. So I think that person would have been perfect, because you have the different stances. Like you have the different what is it? What are they called? I forgot what they're called.
It's called an Astro, ain't it?
Astral? Well, yeah, whatever. The fucking police brutality robots.
Chain 10.
Yeah, right. But like I feel like those mechanics work perfectly. Like there's examples of them already existing in Smash. I feel like the translation would have been pretty easily.
I'm surprised they haven't put Phoenix Wright in the game.
You talking about the lawyer,
Wright.
dude?
What's he gonna do? Say objection? And stop?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I'm sure he got hands. I'm sure he got hands.
He's
gonna throw the law at him.
Yo, I made a list a while back, and on that list I wanted obviously Dante, Master Chief, Rayman. Rayman would be dope. Phoenix Wright, Minecraft Steve would be dope in that game too.
Why do people want Minecraft Steve?
Yo,
have you played Villager?
Have you played Minecraft before?
No, it's for pedos.
That's some real shit. No, Minecraft Steve is jacked as fuck, bro. This dude will fuck up half the roster.
I mean, he's a block. I hope he's jacked out.
Minecraft.
He got hands too. Yo, you know how much strength it takes to punch a fucking tree into oblivion?
I don't.
I guess.
Gotta be.
You lost me on this one, bro.
Yeah, think about that.
I wouldn't be mad if they
Probably on
announced it. I'd prefer Minecraft Steve over Bayleth or whatever the person's name is.
Damn, he said he will.
Have you played Fire Emblem yet?
I don't want it. I
Don't
know.
say it.
Hold on. Don't put that on me. You
No,
know I like Fire Emblem. You know I like Fire
you bought
Emblem.
all them shitty games last year, and I told you to buy Fire Emblem and Astral Chain, and your ass didn't listen to me. Now you're going back like
You're putting a false narrative on me. I never said that was a bad series. Everybody knows I like Fire Emblem.
Puma socks in the tech.
Yeah. I just don't want another Fire Emblem character in Smash. That's all I'm saying.
Uninstall the shitload of games.
You about to get uninstalled.
I'm saying if you play Fire Emblem Three Houses, then I'm pretty sure you think Byleth is great. I don't know how good she or he is in the game of Smash. I heard people think that they suck. So I don't know.
It's just enough Fire Emblem characters in the game. Like
apparently somebody won a tournament with her.
with her. Okay, well then she must not be
Hard.
that bad.
Well,
Yeah, because I've
That's
seen
kind of
mixed,
hard.
like,
That's kind of hard to gauge though, because it's a
Yeah,
new
some people
character,
think
so
it's
people don't know
fun.
the ins and outs of the character quite yet.
Yeah,
versus
but you know
a
how
more
they
seasoned
initially
character.
react
But
to
usually
it.
new
Yeah.
characters don't win like immediately. You gotta,
True.
you know,
Yeah.
laugh them for a little bit.
So we'll see what happens.
But yeah, I think we're getting to a point that like the Smash community is. I don't even feel like people are really playing Smash like that anymore. Like as far as the people who are super vocal about what characters that they want or don't want in a game, I just think it's now become popular to be on Twitter and be super vocal on who you want in there, and then get upset when it's never.
When it's
the
not
character
them.
you think it- yeah. And like when Violet came around, I didn't even watch the Nintendo Direct or whatever, the Smash Direct. But as soon as I saw it was another Fire Emblem character, I was like, well, here we go again. Like they're
Aw,
about to
shit.
get upset.
They're about to
And, like,
lose their shit.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is like the Smash, like what they've done for Smash Ultimate, pretty much anything is up for grabs. Like pretty much any character that they want could get in the game now. It's not just limited to Nintendo characters. So like it's just crazy to me that like all these Fire Emblem characters are being there, because it's basically just Fire Emblem Smash now. It's not even really Mario's game anymore, because it used to be just all the Mario characters. Now it's all the Fire Emblem characters. So I understand people's pain, like who actually care about Smash, but you know, I don't listen to them because again, I feel like these people don't really play Smash. They just want to be a part of just the whole toxic community when a character comes in that they don't want. But I do, you know, feel for them, like the people who actually do care about it, because it is really too many Fire Emblem characters. Like I know that they were like, yeah, sword characters, why we need another sword character? And yeah, they need to just get a little bit more variety. It doesn't matter how much he loves Fire Emblem, because it's like
It's
just
also the
go play the
Smash
Fire Emblem games.
community. It's also the Smash community. You can't make the Smash community happy. There's
Yeah.
no winning with the Smash community.
You're not
Just can't.
wrong. I mean, full of freaking weirdos. So what
can't
can you
shower.
do? What can you do? You're a residential game developer here, Ethos. Explain this one to me. So another game says they can't put women in it because they're hard to
No,
animate.
I'm not touching this.
Yeah.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
touching
dog.
this. No, I'm not touching this.
Come on, man, break it down for us. Break it down for
No,
us, man.
I got to hear this.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Reddit.
So the hottest game on Twitch right now is Escape from Tarkov, and one of the fans of the game was asking how come they can't create a female character, and the actual studio responded and said there are no playable female characters because of the game lore, but more importantly, the huge amount of work needed with animations, gear lifting, and etc. So I was gonna ask Ethos, like, what in specific is just so hard about animating the fine female's hips?
Well, I think it's important this first state. Do you know what the game lore reason was?
No, what was it?
So the game lore reason they said women couldn't handle PTSD.
Oh my god.
That's why I don't want to touch this.
No, we
You
not
gotta
touching that one.
I
That's
don't wanna
shit in
touch
me.
this.
Yeah,
I will speak only strictly on the game development side of it, because there's a bunch of arguing on who said that quote, and that person isn't part of the team, and all this sort of stuff. Like it's a bunch of, you know, who he said, she said, arguing over and about that. If I'm focusing specifically on the development side, I will say I don't 100% buy that, because we've had tools. I don't know what engine they run in. I'd have to check. If it runs in
It's Unity.
4,
It's
then
Unity.
Unity? Okay, then I really don't kind of buy that. So the main thing is it really depends on how they set up the game early on. But in theory, and DX actually put a really good tweet out there, which I didn't know about this, but even like big AAA, in order to like save budgeting wise and money wise, a lot of times they will interchange female and male parts when they're modeling, so that they can model faster and that they can save money. So long story short, I'll make this really simple. So the stages of making a character is like you first have to sculpt the person, like kind of think like molding out of like clay. So first you have to sculpt the person, and then basically you have to create a skeleton inside of them. This is like what's called rigging. So this skeleton basically is what animators use to animate characters. So it's like the bone structure of the character, and they're called like joints and so forth. The argument, which a lot of game developers maybe won't buy this, is that even with female characters, and like Ubisoft's done it, EA games have done it, like a lot of games have done this, even indie games have done this, is specifically example in Ubisoft is Rainbow Six Siege. For example, one of some of the female operators actually use the same lower body, like legs, model as the male character. So Valkyrie uses the male leg bodies. And the reason they do this is because so then when they animate, it's way easier and faster for them to iterate on making animations faster. So with this example, a lot of people don't buy it because simply you could make a female character and just retarget it to the male skeleton. So as long as you make the female character just like PUBG, right? As long as you make the character very similar and you're not changing their body structure at all or something like that much, you could literally copy and paste and retarget a lot of animations, which would save you a boatload of time and without really like expending that much budgeting. Now, another reason I don't buy this is because they're the biggest game, one of the biggest games on Twitch right now. So it's hard for me to say and to believe, I don't know their full financial situation, but it doesn't seem to me that their company is in a dire straits right now, that they're looking.
All right, check it out. You guys don't want to talk about it, but I'll go there. All right. I'm not saying this is true.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying from a technical standpoint, it's hard for me to.
I'm not speaking from a technical standpoint. I'm about to speak from a social standpoint.
Okay, yeah,
right.
you
Escape from Tarvok. What does that sound like? Sounds Russian to me. So I Googled the studio, just to double check. And according to Wikipedia, it is in fact, their studio is based in St. Petersburg, Russia. Now, just to play devil's advocate, I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying I'm not surprised that their take on women and, not having a rush to put them in their game, because Russia it's not exactly the most progressive country. That's what I'll say. I think that's what it might have something to do with. No way you can prove that, but...
Well, I mean,
but now
they're
in a weird position.
Snipers, like that's why I don't buy that. Like Russia has used women in their military and their army, especially during World War II.
Come on, bro. We're in America. They used to use black people as slaves. That doesn't mean.
I know.
Come on. That doesn't mean we're looked at as equals. Come on, dog.
I'm just saying, even if it's a culture thing, I think like no one. It's hard for someone to really come up like you could have just straight up said we don't want to do it, or like our current. If I was,
you could have just said it. They need a PR person. It's not in the plans right now.
Yeah, they should have had a PR person just literally come out, not some like regular, like maybe some random developer. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the semantics, but whatever happened. I would have just simply came out with a PR statement and said, I'll be honest with you, this is great suggestions, and we're definitely going to take it back as feedback to add, maybe possibly to add females to the game so that we can expand our audience, and for players who want to play as females, they can do that. But we currently have a current roadmap of features that we're planning out right now, and since this would be like a walk-in, we have to, work around the roadmap first. But we'll put it on that if we do have time to do it, we can start, looking at that and seeing when we could possibly implement that. That's the best way you could have gone about it. And then the people will forget about it 3 months later, and then you don't even have to do it. That's literally.
I don't know, man. These kind of things are also problems that people look for to argue about too. And
yeah, that is true.
It was a reach just to find it.
That's why Samurai Zero has women in it. I want to confirm Samurai Zero has women samurai in it, okay? And they're just as powerful as the men. Thank you.
So
but now if they add
get on that Patreon, baby.
If they add women now, it's gonna look like they're just
This is literally one of those moments where they should have just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you should just shut the fuck up. Yeah, you should have just left it alone.
Based on how honest that answer was, they're probably gonna drop a woman in the kitchen DLC just to spite the game.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
I would not be surprised.
I hope to God not, but that would be a PR nightmare.
But even if they did, like I said, they're based in Russia. What is anybody gonna do it? Like I could argue they probably don't care. It's a different culture, bro. They don't care.
I'm pretty sure the people that play the game definitely don't care. So
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna impact their player base, because I don't think the people who would get upset about that type of thing are playing Escape from Tarkov. So I think you do a risk assessment. It's like, are we going to offend some people? Yeah. But are those people the ones who are playing our game right now? No, probably not. So fuck it. We don't give a fuck.
I want to know who brought this stuff, because that's crazy. So Ethos, what you just explained about, like, how they make character models. I mean, yeah, with that being said, that it should literally be no reason why. And then what the TBH brought up, like, I wonder who, because it's obvious they weren't thinking about it at first, but let's say if they did and they were using that as an excuse and they wanted to make a brand new model just for the women in the game, let's say that, who are they trying to make? Like, what do they have in mind? Like, are they trying to make IG catfish? Like, what are they trying to do?
They don't really have to do much. Yeah, they don't. It's not like they're asking for like some like, oh, I want to have like the ability to like change the size of the titties on her and
you're trying to make them all the like
weight and stuff like it's like
characters or something. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it.
You could literally do just what PUBG does, right? Like just. They have both male and female, and it's like both of them look very similar to each other. And for balance reasons,
just put a ponytail on the dude and call it a day.
You know, let me tell you something. I miss the days. I truly miss the days that when topics of women being added to games were topics in the gaming industry back in the day. I miss the days back when the argument was about gameplay with Gears of War, about how women had smaller hitboxes and it wasn't fair. I miss those days, okay? I miss the simple days where we argue just because we said that Anya and the rest of them had a smaller hitbox. That's bullshit compared to the males, and everyone would run, and that's why everyone played females and thought it was
actually made them different.
Yeah, and it was dope to play females. Problem, because you felt you had an advantage to play a female. I wish we'd go back to that type of shit and not this stupid culture fight over women being added to the game and fuck women on this bullshit. It's fucking.
Can we just talk about like one of the most like crazy things about this whole argument? The game is in first person. What the fuck? Why do you the game in first person? You're not looking at
paint the fingernails. Paint the fingernails.
Like
the hands, JG, the hands.
They could have just made it like Halo, where you know
a slimmer build.
The character is based on the the armor build, and that's that.
And that's that, yeah. You're all dressed up in heavy armor, slogging around with a backpack. Yeah. Pretty sure it's the same thing as the Battlefield argument, right? It's like people's like, there's women in the fucking game and they shouldn't be in there. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to avoid not getting shot. I don't give a fuck if it's a male or a female that's trying to kill me. I'm gonna shoot them. That shit ain't breaking my.
Well, you know, when it comes to a certain demographic, history only comes into play in their version of history. Because I could also make the argument that scene, what was it, Call of Duty Modern Warfare? No, it was World War II. They said they were going to deal with racism, but if you played World War II, it was just some scenes where some black soldiers would interact with some white ones, and they would just be like, "Hey, get away from us!" Be like, "That's not what they used to do." Okay, but we don't.
I still got called the N-word on that game.
Yeah, we don't want to have that. We only want to demonize women. Oh,
you gotta go into multiplayer. Yeah, you gotta go into multiplayer for the true World War II experience.
For the real experience,
the real war experience.
But I agree with y'all. I don't think like their audience even cares about this shit. Like it's just the headlines pick this one up, because to be honest, I'm pretty sure the same people playing Escape from Tarkov are the same people in 2017 who were screaming China #1 in the PUBG lobbies. I'm pretty sure it's the same audience.
I'm pretty sure it's the same people. If I check their Discords and I search certain words, I'm gonna find those people.
Oh, right.
Let's talk about that.
I do want to say one more thing about this topic. What Dils was saying, this is why game devs should not be responding to these people. Yeah, y'all, like every single one of these companies, especially when your game like gets super popular, just hire a PR person, please, because this clearly ended up getting way worse than it should have.
You know, the funny thing is, most of these companies do have PR teams because that's how we get free game codes. The thing is, they're not utilizing them to the full ability. Let them just take control of your Twitter account too. Like and relay information, not just pass out codes.
They just need to shut the fuck up. That's it. Yeah. Just shut the fuck up. Stop getting baited by the headlines. Stop feeling the need that you need to respond to everything. Because at the end of the day, responding to criticism doesn't mean anything until you actually, fix the game and drop a patch or something like that, So but we're in an era where it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. Just make a good fucking game.
So I'm going to play both sides of the fence of this for obvious reasons, but I see there's both a pro and a con to this. So it's hard for game developers I'll give two examples. You can't not say anything, and you can say anything at the same time. It's kind of like the shut up and dribble argument, where it's like, just shut up and dribble. We don't want to hear anything.
So your best bet is just say, thank you for the feedback. We're going to take this into consideration. That's all you have to say.
Do you remember a couple months ago, when Respawn was dealing with a fucking issue? Because a couple of developers went on Reddit and people twisted the words around of what they were just simply...
Or how about just buy a 360?
Yeah, or buy a 3. Well, I mean, that was just stupid. I don't know why. But, like in general, it's like you're damned if you do, and if you damn you don't. If you do it, and people don't like what you say, they'll misstrued it and they'll make it sound worse than what it is. Like this developer said this thing, and then you actually read it, you're like, they didn't say as bad as what you're saying, but they'll like make it seem as worse as it can. And then if you don't do it, you end up in situations where, let's say something's wrong with the game, like right now with Apex. Apex has had the issue both ways. Now they said something about the loot boxes in the game and the events, and then what happened? Reddit went on a fucking shit show for 3 weeks straight about it, and articles were made about it, and then it just all blew over after they just didn't stop talking. And then reverse, they're not saying anything, and now people are bitching. Why aren't you communicating with us? Why aren't you telling us about why you're not removing skill-based matchmaking? It's like, damn, bro. If I say something to you, if I tell you why you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna like my response, and you're gonna shit on me. And if I don't say anything, they're gonna be like, oh, the devs aren't fucking listening to us. So you're fucked either way. You can't win.
Basically, people ain't shit. That's all I'm getting out of this.
Oh yeah, fuck everybody.
Fuck you too. Ethos gave us the transition. We might as well talk about the community stuff I got on the fucking notes. All right, so some foolishness happened in the Twitch community. A streamer got exposed. Their Discord got exposed. There was a whistleblower in this person's Discord. They searched their logs and they found thousands of like racist messages, just homophobic shit, just like a lot of just like wild shit. And then I guess they tweeted this person on stream, and they were reading over it, and they basically admitted that it was true. Like, I don't remember saying this, but then they didn't deny it, and Twitch ended up taking away their partnership. How you feeling about this, Jay? Like in the Twitch community as a whole?
Oof. This has been a very interesting thing to follow. First of all, I'd never really heard about this girl until she got exposed. But it's even funnier because like her tweets following has been pretty hilarious. So she actually tweeted something like 10 hours ago too. I just happened to look because I was like, hey, wait a minute, let me see if she's still tweeting some bullshit. So basically, when she got exposed, everybody was going in on her on Twitter. And then, she put out a half-ass apology. But the funny thing about this is she was talking about being educated and then turned around and talked about educating others. What are you going to educate us on when you're the one who fucked up because you were being a racist asshole? Like, I don't get it. And so I was like, you know what? Out of curiosity, let me see if she actually responds. I was like, who have you actually spoken to? Like, since you're trying to be this Twitter activist now, or this Twitch activist, who are you actually speaking to that has been educating you? Because clearly you still have not been educated on anything on the matter on what.
If you don't reach across the aisle, how are you being educated?
Exactly, because I'm like, clearly your little dumbass friends have been enabling this shit, or they feel the exact same way that you do. So therefore, if you've been talking to them, that didn't fix anything. And so let me read you when she tweeted 10 hours.
She responded to you?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't respond to me, which I knew she wasn't. I knew she was.
I'd have been surprised. Okay.
So she said, and I quote, "It terrifies me that if I had lied and denied my past behavior, that I'd likely still be a partner. We can't foster lies and deception. It's fundamentally wrong." What does that mean?
Way too hard.
Hold on, she didn't even admit. If you watch the original video, I watched it on Reddit. She doesn't even like originally even say, yeah, this was all me. She first goes into like dumb mode where she's like, I wrote these, like, I'm not even sure if this is me. Like, she tries to deny it at first, but then when she saw the logs had video evidence, had like proof that this was her server and everything, then she said, I don't even, like, she had amnesia. Like, she's acting like she was a Final Fantasy character starting up in her own brand new series. Like, she had amnesia. I don't know who that was. And then she tried to argue, oh, these must have been like back when I was like, I hear like some people trying to defend her, talking about, we need to stop attacking people like this when they did this shit back when they were like 15 or 14, back when it was in 13 and stuff. I was like, I get it. We were all fucking little edgelords when we were 13. But your logs show shit from you saying shit in 2019. And like, that's months ago.
Yeah, did you grow?
What are you talking about?
Like in a couple
year
months
ago? Yeah, did you grow a couple months? Or like, on my advice, like, if you hadn't even been caught, you'd probably still be doing it.
Exactly.
It's just you just got caught at the moment you did.
Yeah, it's rinse and repeat. Like, literally, like you're just gonna admit it as soon as you get caught. But
I think her tweets were just mostly her, I guess, just trying to soften the blow because she probably wasn't even expecting consequences. Like, so many people got away with
I wasn't expecting
crazy
this
shit too.
Yeah, we were like,
she kind of got a butt, bro. Like, no one was expecting anything.
Yeah,
To be honest, she's an attractive girl. You know,
Is she?
with all due respect, she's alright.
That's debatable.
yeah, she an okay white girl. Like,
I'm not into white girls. Like, this is the type of girl that gets away with shit
True.
with a lot of people.
This is
You know
true.
what I
But
mean?
it-
And-
Sure, yeah.
but
I
once
personally,
again-
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If people, I don't care. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, if it violates TOS, boom, that's it. It violates TOS.
My take on it was I actually didn't care that she was exposed as a racist because to be honest, I've been to plenty of events. I've spoken to a lot of people, and I get a lot of weird vibes from people. So it doesn't. I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not shocked by it. The only reason I said because most of the time I stay out of this stuff. The only reason I said something about her on Twitter and I added Twitter at Twitch was because in one of those logs it showed that she was DMing people like black streamers and reporting them just because they was black. I'm like, all right, nah, that's not where.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Keep your racist shit to yourself. I don't care. But when you start fucking with people just because they racist and trying to get their channel taken down, oh no, I'm on your ass.
Yeah, like what was the reason for you doing it?
So
I don't think she can explain it. So it was just funny. But again, as anything else that comes up, because outrage culture is alive and well, even though they really don't do anything, which again in this specific case they ended up getting something done. But if you look at the threads, look at these comments for when she got caught, oh boy. I mean, obviously it's a lot of people that are like, yeah, you deserved it, but these people who are coming to her aid and being these white knights, I don't understand. Like it baffles me how like people are just this dense in the world. They're like, one person like, you're being so mature about this, nigga. What?
Huh?
You being mature about what?
They're trying to get in them guts, bro. They donated.
Pussy runs the
These
world.
are girls who were saying this though. These are girls. These are like her friends.
These are her friends doing this.
Yeah,
you know why I do
prove the
hope.
point. Yeah.
You know why I do hope about this whole ordeal though, and no one is talking about this. I hope that brands wake the fuck up and realize that the people that they deem fucking marketable, because this is the type of person that brands always gravitate towards. She's a marketable one, the blonde white girl. You know what I mean?
They dislike us just because we say curse words on a podcast, but then they'll co-sign people who are shouting N-word and getting multi-million-dollar deals. Like that shit don't make no sense to me with the hard R. Like
yeah,
I hope they just wake up and realize that the people that they deem marketable are really the ones with all the secrets.
Yep.
And all the past and all the shit.
It blows my mind how like PewDiePie basically said the N-word live on the live stream while playing PUBG, and it was like not even a month had passed, and Origin did like a whole PewDiePie.
He got the D-Live deal too.
Yeah, and a D-Live deal. I'm just sitting here like, what the like? You guys just ignore that? Like it was pretty fucking popular. Like it wasn't just small stuff happened. It was pretty big news. Like big outlets had actually covered it and said, "The kid's watching this because this is what he's doing." It's like stuff like that. I just sit there. I'm just like, am I going crazy? Like, so no one just cares about this shit? We're just letting whatever go.
It's because, like JG was saying earlier, people don't reach across the aisle. They don't like. Who are you learning from when you say that you're learning from your mistake? And this is why I always say that, like, when it comes, like, I'm all for a good racist joke as long as it's fucking funny. But the reason a lot of white people's racist jokes are not funny is because they're not rooted in truth. Because you don't actually deal with us. You see us in the workplace. You see us in an event and stuff like that. And when that event and that workplace is over, you go back home and you just associate with your own people. Versus when you're a person of color, you're a minority, you have to always deal with the majority. So your experiences, your jokes come from your experiences versus theirs just comes from ignorance most of the time. There are a few funny white comedians like fucking Bill Blur and fucking Gary Owens and stuff like that. And I think they're funny and they make like race jokes. But you could tell it's because they have actual experience with people. But like these people, they don't have any experience with us and they just run in their fucking mouth trying to save their hide because they're not trying to lose their DX Racer sponsorship. That's all that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what can you do? What can you do? It's just another day. There'll be another one next month.
Happy Black History.
Right.
We'll get another one. We'll get she'll be cute too.
Yeah.
I don't forgot.
Who cares, man? Look at her tits.
You got people legit like they're sitting up here like, what did she do? Like, nigga.
My whole problem with the thing is though, you got people in the mentions who are like, oh, why are you giving so much power to this and that? And then I'm just sitting here like, bro, if we're giving so much power to it, why do you want to say it so bad? Why are you so desperate to say it so bad? Like the whole argument, bro. Like, man, she got a nice butt. That's all that matters anyway.
Just the whole N-word argument. I don't even want to go over there because I feel like I've like tried to explain it to white people so many times, and it goes over their head. It's not that hard.
You don't want to hang out with us. You don't want to eat our food. You don't want to share things. You just want to say the N-word. Like, you look crazy. You look like a racist. That's the only part of the culture you want to be part of. Okay.
Yeah, but it's even crazier. Like, this whole thing, like, it was another wake-up call to, like, some of the people who just, let this shit go by and don't say a word.
Good on Twitch for actually doing something for once. My question is, can she get her partnership back?
Yeah, she can. And she probably will.
Yeah, so it's just gonna blow over, and then
she'll have her little timeout, and she'll get her partnership back. And
all she will have to do is legit. All she has to do is just legit reapply, tell a partner manager that she reapplied, and he'll approve it immediately.
Yep. Just say I'm sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong, because a little birdie told us some things that's going on over at the Twitch HQ. People here, people getting flown out. People with 30 viewers and shit. Getting big checks to get flown out.
They're abusing their stance.
Yeah, I've heard there's some real white knights over there at the Twitch HQ blowing Amazon's budget, and shit look real goofy because I want some of that money.
What's that budget? Because I have a good contract. I'm not gonna lie, I have a real contract, but at the same time,
you got a contract from Twitch?
I've been had a contract.
Oh yeah, you gotta talk to me off.
Hey, delete this.
No. Yeah, he ain't gonna get no details. We gotta talk about that off the video. But go ahead, my bad.
Well, they made it public, a different split now. If you have a certain like viewership and shit like that, and they implemented it publicly. All you need is a partner manager. The thing is, a lot of Twitch streamers don't have partner managers.
I just got one in 2017.
Yeah, and they don't know how to, go about requesting one and stuff like that. Sometimes you get handed one, but you won't know until you actually email them, stuff like that. For any aspiring Twitch streamers up and coming, please contact Twitch and ask for a partner manager, and they will take care of you if you get a good one. Like my partner manager, he's fucking dope. I get to cuss on stream, and I'm happy. I get to be me. You know what I mean? I respect the TOS, don't get me wrong, but
facts.
It feels good that I could be a dude,
be yourself,
a person of color. Yeah. I don't need some nice titties, and I'm making it on the platform.
You gotta do that false positive shit every day.
I'm a product of it's possible that someone like me could actually make it on the platform. You know what I mean? It's just not enough people have the tools or know how to take advantage of the tools that they're given.
They don't have the visibility of it.
And so I look at the platform, and it's just, unfortunately, as long as there's someone in control of your future on the platform, there will be bias.
It's not even about having the tools though, because sometimes it's about just getting access to those tools, because like you said, you could just reach out to somebody, but like sometimes you reach out to people and they'll deny you because like there's politics involved. And it's funny too, because like I've had dinner with Twitch staff and I told them I've been trying to get certain things done, but there's politics involved, so I can't get the ball rolling. And he'll be like, there's no politics involved with Twitch staff. And then like I remember asking him like a few sentences later, I'm like, so what's your job? And he's like, my job is to like wine and dine, Twitch partners like you to make sure that you're happy and shit. I'm like, you literally just told me there was no politics involved in this shit. That's literally what your job is. And he's a cool dude, but I'm like, yo, like you sound crazy right now. But in terms of the access, like I've literally had people tell me like at events, like, who are you? And I explained to them who I am, my numbers, my demographic, and they'll be like, oh, we only work with certain. I was like, I just told you that. And so it's like, it's sometimes like people have biases and people don't want to talk about that shit. There's a lot of bias.
And it's true, because it's all depending on who's behind the opposite end of that email, right? Like for example, in early 2014, I forgot what day, I applied for a G Fuel partnership at the time, and I got denied immediately. They just didn't want anything to do with me. They started curving me and stuff like that. And then 3 years ago, I got signed to G Fuel, right? And I'm their first partner. There's a slight flex, but I have a point to it. I'm their first partner trend on Twitter for announcing a product.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you about that later.
And
I got your product, bro.
Yo, I'm the fastest selling G Fuel partner.
Yeah, people be trying to.
And you think about it, I'm like, dog, I'm a 31-year-old Latino. that people like me don't really make it this far. But it all depends on the person who's on the opposite end. Someone told me no, and then a couple of years later, the right person told me yes, and then here I am. And then you look at the other people who are supposedly more marketable, and they don't pull in the numbers.
This is
they don't pull in the. It's just how it is. So like, it's frustrating, but I always tell people you gotta try. You just have to try. If someone tells you no, just wait a little bit, because chances are the person who told you no won't be there if you try again. It just
means no right now.
Yeah, it just means no right now. A lot of people are quick to be told no and just roll over after that and just lose hope and go on this hate mob and stuff like that. Because I know people, one of my homies, his name is Mako, shout out to the mob. He got denied partnership for like a year straight. And this dude was getting like 2,000, 3,000 viewers. He had like 1,000 subs. And they were just denying him partnership for some fucking reason. They were just denying him. He was an affiliate, and he finally got partnership. And it's all about who's on the opposite side, checking those emails and looking at these applications. Some people legit know who you are, and when they read the email, they'll be like, "Oh, is this dude?" Nope. That's just how it is.
Fucking. So how long y'all think before she'll get her partnership back?
I give it a couple of months.
I give it a year.
I think it'll be a year, 6 months to a year.
Next year. Yeah.
I give it 3 months.
3 months.
She might end up going to Mixer before then, so we'll see.
That too. She might actually go probably Facebook Gaming, because Facebook Gaming is throwing the bag. They're throwing the bag, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to get one of them.
They're throwing the bag, man. I told myself, because Facebook Gaming, the advantage that they have is that there are no anonymous accounts like Twitch.
Yeah, you know who you're talking to.
I get telling people that, because you got to use your real name.
Paul Johnson,
some variant.
Let me talk to your mom real quick about what you said.
Take a look at your profile picture.
Like, word? You're gonna call me the N-word? I'm gonna call your job at Foot Locker. Manager, and you call me the N-word.
Yeah, because your dumb ass put your whole bio on your Facebook profile. Good job.
Oh, you work at the Krusty Krab? I bet. I'm gonna call the Krusty Krab, and I'm gonna tell them you call me the N-word. But like, they're throwing the bag at people, and someone mentioned caffeine. Caffeine was offering like 10 grand to influencers. It's a dead platform, but like, they're throwing the bag at people and stuff like that.
They're trying to get all these celebrities. What we seen,
and controversy. Going back to the controversy, I just find it funny that the way that we punish people is giving them attention and clout.
It's funny, like that kind of ties into the second person I wanted to talk about, which, like, I'm not going to say their name. There was another streamer that kind of blew up because they were basically crying that nobody subs and that she works really hard for her content and that you guys should sub or whatever. And like, that kind of ties into what I actually think about this situation. Like, I have a hot take about this because like I saw a lot of big streamers saying you should love your audience and they shouldn't have to sub, and like, I agree, but at the same time, this is like my hot take with this chick. Maybe, just maybe, her audience likes that she talks to them crazy because they're still there, like, watching. And it's one of those things, like, technically, like, she didn't really do anything bad. Like, the other chick, like, she was reporting people because they're black. Like, she's just fussing at them like she's frustrated and it looks bad. Just let her spiral out of control and let her shit just disappear, because that's what's going to happen eventually if people wake up. But, like, I don't understand why people made a big deal out of her bitching, like her entitlement. People are entitled. It is what it is.
I mean,
there's a demand and she's supplying.
Yeah. People made videos about her, and it's funny because like one person literally made a video and was like looking at her social blade, and she ended up gaining like 3,000 more people. I was like, so look what you just did. You just blew her up, and now she has even more people to follow her.
It's almost like virtual BDSM. It's like, she just talks to me really just bad. I'm gonna donate. This is so fucking hot. Like, I think that's what her audience likes. And it's a nice
fetish. Yeah,
it's a fucking fetish.
What was the worst thing to come out from all this though? Yeah, it's bad that she was treating her audience like shit. And I'm one of those people that believe like you shouldn't pursue Twitch with the mindset that you're gonna make millions and that you're gonna make a career out of it. I'm one of those people. But at the same time, like, the worst to come out of it are all these fucking streamers that came out hypocritically and was like, hey, yeah, you should stream for fun. Oh yeah, come watch me stream instead. You can sub to me. I'll value your $5. Yeah, fuck that girl. Yeah, come watch me. And then, you know, it's always these streamers that build an audience on the controversy of other people. They just sit and wait and pray. The opportunists, these streamers, and they're sharks. And a lot of people don't see it.
They don't have personalities either. Yeah, they don't have personalities at all.
So they have to rely on the drama.
Exactly. Yep. These people, they come out of the woodworks. They go on Twitter. They start doing their little sketches, right? Their little 2-minute, 30-second sketches about other people's controversies. They get their likes and their retweets. But at the same time, they go and they just wait and capitalize on every single person's controversy. They don't know how to actually build their own brand. They don't know anything about building a community. So they rely and they're dependent on kicking other people when they're down. And then they kind of sell themselves out and expose themselves by saying, oh yeah, I don't care about the money. You should be nice. You should treat your community with respect. You should sub to me. And nobody like really bats an eye to these hypocritical content creators.
I feel that because like it's like with me, I remember when this news came out and I was like, yeah, you shouldn't do that stuff, but like I tell you guys in chat every day that y'all poor. So I mean, it's like I'm not gonna be here and just lie to you guys and act like, oh, everything's hunky dory and like I care about you guys. It's like it's a joke. Like you guys understand that. Right? Like we understand like this is like a mutual joke that both of us have a relationship understanding and know that I don't really mean that you guys are just like poor and underneath me, not at all, but it's a fun banter that we have like with each other and we understand that. And I think too that kind of that same relationship, like some of the shit I've said to my chat too could probably be interpreted the same way, and people would like someone who doesn't know shit about
clip it out of context
could clip me out of context and then literally like look at this dude calling his fucking chat bunch of poor like a bunch of poor and poverty and like, oh, you guys are all poverty and shit. It's like, oh, it smells like poor people in here, like making Dave Chappelle jokes and shit. So like all this shit all together, I feel like if I checked everything in total, it's like for this person, it's like maybe this thing was taken out of context. Some people said that she has a history of doing this type.
Yeah, there's
of
a whole compilation on YouTube. That was another thing I was actually surprised why this clip blew up because I've seen her before on my Twitter timeline. She does it all the time.
I've seen her a couple times. Like that's because I saw her face and I was like, I swear I've seen this girl before in this exact same thing. And I recalled that it was like a couple years, I think it was a year or two back. The same type of argument happened where she was like,
it goes to what Bees is saying. People just want to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, she was streaming for a long time and she's like, I've been streaming for like an entire day and no one subbed to me and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that shit sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. It definitely sucks when nothing happens whatsoever and everyone's just like lurking and not doing anything. It sucks. I'm not gonna try to, you know, do that. But I mean, should you be vocalizing that all the time? Probably not. But I'm not gonna be out here, you know, I need to make a video or this is what they do. Let me make a video highlight about it, and then like what you talked about, Bees, which is like put it on Twitter and be like, look at this person, look how ugly this is. Let me watch me reacting to the clip, and then put that shit on social media just so I can farm free likes and people retweeting me. So you know,
we're in this generation where people get mad at the supplier versus the people who demand. It's like the whole OnlyFans debacle that constantly happens on Twitter, which is like, dog, you're getting mad at girls who are finessing these dudes for money, showing some titty and some.
Why you care what she doing with her pussy, bro? Who cares?
like these dudes will literally chase down on Twitter and hunt these girls for having an OnlyFans instead of getting mad at their fellow homies dropping $10, $12 a month and
stop simping.
Yo, like these girls are making six figures. One of my homegirls made $280,000 before taxes last year just from OnlyFans. And I'm just like, yo, like this dude sent her $20K in 2 months just for pictures of her feet. And my girl wants to show her feet to a random dude.
Yeah,
like, bro, like suddenly I'm your manager. I'm gonna need
big facts.
Well, you know what it is though. It's a control thing. You know, it's a certain demographic of males that just want to control the world and especially control women. And what OnlyFans did is it took the porn industry and they gave the power to the women. Before, you had to shoot your scenes or do whatever you want to do in porn at a studio that was more than likely owned, because I have seen some porn studios owned by women, but most of them were owned by men. You had to, you know, get their cameras and their scenes. It took it to the point where now the woman can just hold up her phone and do what she wants. And, you know, motherfuckers, dudes don't like that the woman took the power back in their pussy, and now they want to blame the woman for everything. You motherfuckers are losers, bro.
And not only that, it's the same motherfuckers that if they had the opportunity, they would fuck this girl too. And they have this like weird visual, right? Like they want to go after these chicks, but because the girl is doing something that they don't want, they don't like showing their body or whatever, they get disappointed and hateful because that's not the type of girl that they want, yet that's the type of girl that they want. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? And these dudes, because most of these guys that go on Twitter are the same guys that will be in the girl's inbox because she tweeted something sad and vague or some shit.
Oh, you okay, baby? What can I do for you?
Are you okay? Yeah, they're the same girls and the same guys. And it's funny because they don't say anything to the dudes that are like encouraging. Like, I don't blame girls who are making 10K a month off of these fucking simps, right? I blame the dudes that are encouraging that. There's nothing wrong if that's what they want to spend their fucking money on. Go ahead, but like,
well, that's a lack of self-awareness. You have to be self-aware to know that you're a simp. You have to, because that means you lack mentorship. Maybe you didn't have a father figure or some type of person in your life to be like, yo, you shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. And they just lack self-awareness, so they blame everybody else for their problems. That's all.
It's literally no different than playing video games for a fucking living and making six figures. I don't get it, you know, and it is what it is, man.
I don't know. It's
on OnlyFans.
It's a little bit different. I'm not selling pussy. What are you talking about, bro?
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't take talent from.
It's debatable. You gotta be entertaining to some degree.
It takes
skill. Yeah,
it takes skill and entertainment, but it doesn't take talent.
Also, there's also a difference too. I feel like it'd be easier to tell your parents you play video games for a living than doing OnlyFans. I get where you're going, but there's a slight difference.
On some real shit. There's a demographic and a market for everything, though.
Facts.
I'm sure there's a market out there that will drop good money to watch a dude fucking jerk off on a camera, though.
Oh,
wait.
Different. That already exists. There was a YouTuber way back in the day named iFlyIllini. His name was iFlyIllini. It was Chatterbait. He was beaten off. Yeah, he was a Call of Duty YouTuber, and one of his fans was in his chat room watching him beat off. Until this day, the funniest thing, they ran this motherfucker off the internet because he was in the Air Force and he got kicked out of the Air Force for this shit. Until this day, the funniest shit about that entire story to me is I want to know who was the dude that was watching him beat off, trying to expose him, bro, trying to make him like, dude, you was watching the shit. How long was he
watching?
Right. Shout out to iFlyIllini, bro. That's a classic right there.
Wait a minute.
What's worse, he did that for free? That's crazy.
You try to expose and make him like a bad person, but you was watching him beat off. So like that was always my problem with that story. But yeah,
I think the issue is just there's a market for everything, no matter how weird it is. And the problem is people get so judgmental over things that conflict with their personal morals. And
this is true.
Like me personally, I wouldn't date a girl that does shit like that. I wouldn't date a girl that does porn because I don't want to be like, oh, how was your day at work? And she's like, oh, you know, it was stressful. I'm just gotta think about why was it stressful? Was the dick bad? Like that's stressful in its own. Like
or the kids might get bullied. I saw your mom sucking dick last night on Pornhub. Like,
that was even easier. Because now they go say, I seen your mom on OnlyFans, and I'm subscribed to her. So what's up?
Which is a thing, by the way. Like that Britanna187 chick on Instagram. Somebody was telling me on my Twitch. Yeah, my Twitch chat. There, apparently, she has a son in high school, and he's getting bullied because his friends are watching her OnlyFans, basically, and she be sucking dick on the OnlyFans.
They bully him like, hey, you better tell your mom upload more feet pics or some shit.
Basically. Like, I'm your daddy. I'm paying your bills.
They're probably like, yo, I want to come through and play some Smash. You know, I want to come through to your house. They're probably trying their best to come over just so they can see his mom. That's fucked.
And like, no. And then they just like, all right, well, fuck you. Like, just throw it in the locker or some shit.
That sucks. He's going to grow up hating women.
that is why I said there's a little bit of difference between the gaming and the OnlyFans shit, bro. Like I get that there's a market for everything, but
it's just there's a market for everything because there's people out there. What I'm trying to say is there's people out there who look at people who game for a living and be like, "Oh, why are you doing that?
Disgusting.
Go get a real job."
What a
you know what I
loser.
mean? Like it's
I do
no
construction.
yeah, like there's people out there who are like, I work 80 hours doing construction and digging graves. Get yourself a real job instead of playing Call of Duty for 5 hours a day. You know, like the same people who look at the shit that we're doing are the same kind of people who look at the OnlyFans girls. You know, yeah, it's two different subs of different content, but like at the same time, we get judged and chastised for it too.
Facts.
I just think it's still levels to it. I'm going to go back to that. I see what you're saying, Bees, but I'm just going to go back to what TBA said. It's levels to it. It's different stuff, but
yeah, there's always layers to it at the end of the day, and it's not just black and white like that. But at the end of the day, these people spend a lot of their time on Twitter hating people doing stuff just because they're making money off of it. They wouldn't be mad if they were doing it for free.
Everyone should just simply follow policy. Yeah, fuck what I'm doing, chase the bag. That's what everyone should be following, bro.
Yeah, just make your money. If no one's getting hurt by it.
Yeah,
right?
if you're not hurting anybody, bro, fuck what I'm doing, bro.
These
Don't worry about
women have found a way to capitalize and get 3, 4, 5 different streams of income, and you're paying for it. So who's the dummy now?
I think the most interesting thing is we've been saying that prostitution is the oldest like job in the world, and it's like, why is anybody surprised that anybody's selling pussy? Like if somebody's buying, get over it, dog. It's supply and demand. It is what it is.
I mean, I wouldn't date an OnlyFans girl, but like, if a girl wants to make money, go ahead.
None of my business.
Fucking working a job that you hate for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see how a lot of these OnlyFans girls will turn out like 15, 20 years down the road. Not in terms like physically, but like financially. Like, how would that translate into the?
I think I'm looking forward to that too.
Like the job market.
If you're paying taxes, it's a job.
Yeah. I'm curious like how this is gonna like socially impact like us as a society 30 years in the future. Like I'm very curious to see like what happens as a result of that. I think that's gonna be very interesting to see.
I love how we just had a whole conversation about OnlyFans. This is supposed to be a gaming podcast. Come on, guys.
Okay. We'll put it on Patreon. Put it up for the Patreon.
Put it on the Patreon.
The power of pussy.
Facts, bro. Facts. The last thing I got on my show notes is freaking, since we were talking about money, Ninja reportedly turned down $15 million to stay with Twitch in order to go to Mixer for $20 a year. How we feeling about this?
I don't blame him.
Yeah, good money.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, like I'm not a pocket watcher, but even I looked at it, I was like, damn, it must be nice, man.
Did anyone read? Yeah, that's super nice. I can't hit on that in any case. But did anyone read this full article that Kotaku did?
I only read like half of it. What part did
so it was? Yeah, it was a super long read, but to put it short, TLDR, this really got into a whole conversation about the streamers or content creators really putting the power back in your hands, because these companies are basically, taking the majority of the money and you're not getting anything. So you need to really like read your contracts. Especially if you're like super popping, read your contracts. And if it's up to you, because like in Ninja's case, he has his wife that does it, and apparently she's a hell of a negotiator, so he keeps that in house, even though he also has an agency. But if you can actually get these deals for yourself, then I would do that, because these companies, these agencies and marketing teams are not telling you everything, and they're making the majority of the money off of you, and you're only getting a chunk.
Yeah, like I actually was just recently told behind the scenes, like some creator was dealing with a company where they got paid 100,000, but then they only got 10,000 of that, and the actual like management company kept that other big chunk of the money. And he was just thinking that they got like 10,000 or like 12,000, and then they cut them 10. But really, like they was missing like another 80,000 basically, because the company just kept it.
That's a huge freaking chunk to get $100,000.
Yeah, people out here getting finessed,
and they only gave you 10.
And he was just happy with it because he never seen that type of money. He didn't know how much. He didn't know the company wasn't being transparent at how much they actually were getting paid for the situation.
Because they're the middleman, and they didn't see the emails, and that's some shady ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people forget how much money is in this fucking industry too. Like, look at the companies that are backing the platforms, Amazon, Google, and when you got someone like Ninja, which first of all, a lot of people who are leaving to Mixer just because Ninja went are fucking stupid. But these Ninja can secure the bag wherever he goes because he has an audience and he brings that force with him. Unfortunately, it doesn't trickle down to a lot of people. So when people say that their content creators like him are giving the power back to gamers, that's not true. The content creators at the end of the day still don't have the power.
Yeah, because even that's debatable.
Case.
No, because even with Ninja, he went from having 30, 40,000 in his chat to now he has like 10. Like, that's a big drop off. It's still a lot of people, but it's a big drop off.
Yeah, but he also signed a contract because Microsoft also probably had expectations, so he probably didn't meet expectations.
Yeah, they thought he was going to bring at least like 20 over.
Because he signed that contract. Boom. Notice how Shroud left, and then after that, Microsoft hasn't been signing other people. And then another.
Yeah, he's even worse. I think he averages like 6 to 8 compared to like his 20 to 30 that he was getting.
Yeah, they throw the money at those two big dudes, and I mean, we haven't really heard. I mean, we're still hearing stuff about Ninja because obviously he's been securing other deals, aka the Adidas and the Fortnite character. But I don't think that Shroud is that marketable type of guy that Ninja has now become.
True. So
like, what deals are you going to get him that's going to propel him into the spotlight? Nah, you just threw a big bag at him just to get him on the platform, but. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that's a good move. But at the same time, I mean, Microsoft has the money to do it. So they were like, fuck it. We're just going to get these two big people and then see what happens.
And what about when Shroud, right before Shroud signed with Mixer, one of the founders of Mixer stepped down. A couple of partner managers at Mixer left Mixer. We don't know why, but they left.
I didn't know this.
That's telling.
Yeah. I mean, one of the partner managers actually offered me a contract 3 years ago at E3. A really good contract, which I declined. He stepped down, and he was with Mixer since they were Beam.
Yeah,
I remember
OG,
that.
and he left. And it's kind of telling. And then the same week that happened, Shroud gets signed. There's consequences to these things, and a lot of people who are on Twitch aren't going to get that Shroud contract. So, like, if the power was back to content creators, where's our contract? I would love to know.
I'm definitely looking for one.
It's not. Basically, what the agencies did, and again, it's the same company because I believe that Ninja and Shroud are with the same agency. They basically played Twitch's hand. They were like, okay, well, we can get this deal over at Mixer. So what are you going to do, Twitch? And Twitch was like, nah, y'all good. Y'all can go ahead and bounce.
Well, you gotta think of it, it's like a hostage situation, right? Like, so if you have, let's say, like if Maker had still existed, right, and you had all these top tier content creators, like high end, like that were getting like thousands of people in stream per day, or like 17K of people watching them on Twitch, and in total you own, let's say over 100K of active viewers on Twitch as a whole. And then you go to Twitch and you're like, as an agency, we currently have contracts and rights with all these people that currently are on there. And they individually talked to all of them. It was like, okay, we're going to basically lobby them to give you this deal to keep you on this platform. Else we're going to go to Microsoft or someone who's going to be willing to pay this type of money. And Twitch is, and I'm going to guess and say, either it would have bankrupt Twitch, or Twitch would have been like, there's no way in hell we can pay for all these people. So they took their two highest as like a kind of a proof of concept. And I think that caused the backlash that Beast.
I think a lot of people were expecting too that Twitch would kind of reform. And it's a whole
that's the thing. Every time everybody complains about Twitch. Everybody says, "Oh, Twitch," and I'm not saying Twitch is perfect. Twitch definitely does some stupid stuff that I just can't fathom. But overall, I think a lot of people who speak on like what Twitch doesn't understand business very well, and then they ultimately don't understand like the long game compared to the short game of what Twitch is currently dealing with. Because a lot of people think because these small little plays that are happening that Twitch isn't going to last longer. I swear every year I hear Twitch is going down. Twitch isn't going to last much longer. Twitch can't keep doing this. And like every year they keep saying like, "Oh, we're still the number one streaming site. Oh yeah, we're still, even with all these deals, we're still the number one streaming site because we've been here longer and we have like the infrastructure built for this." So like I just don't see it as like Twitch. I don't think Twitch is gonna go anywhere anytime soon. They can keep fucking up. They can still, with the white knight certain women on the platform and get away with like, and certain streamers who throw cats aren't banned for obviously fragrant actions, and other people are punished for lesser things. Like these things will keep going on, but I don't think it changes at all the bigger scope of the business whatsoever. It's just people who will bitch and complain, and then people will forget about it in a couple months.
So
That's true. Yep. And there's enough money
Yeah.
for everybody, but nobody.
yep.
And the top
Nobody-
streamers are the ones who are
Yep.
being offered the
Yep.
contract. Because how I see it is, I don't look at other content creators as competition. My only competition is how do I outdo myself from the last stream. You know what I mean? And so, like, at the end of the day, if you can produce numbers, you know what you're worth. You're gonna get the money that you know you deserve. But a lot of streamers don't have the work ethic and don't have the confidence to get that money. They get all these numbers, but they don't know how to go to brands and say, you know what, I don't want an affiliate deal.
They think it's just going to come to them. That's why, because they pop, and
No.
people don't realize that that's just your little corner of the internet. Like, you're really not that popping.
Yeah. Like,
And then,
like me, I don't do you fucking a million subs on YouTube and shit like that, but I have brand deals with brands that would pay the same amount of money to people with 1 million subs. And it's because I told them that's what I want.
now,
That's all-
in
that's
your
all it work.
case, in your
Know your
case,
worth.
you directly are speaking to these brand companies. No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they reach out to me and I tell them, like, if you want to work, these are my terms.
Yeah, you don't
Find
have
out
an
the term-
agency or a marketing company behind you.
Yeah. All it was my email and my bio, and that's it.
Mm.
And I tell these people, you know what? These are my terms. I don't bend for anybody. These are my terms. If you don't want to do it, there's plenty of other content creators doing the same thing as I am. And it's that simple. If I'm doing fine without you, I'm going to keep doing fine without you.
Well, I find this to be true.
These are
Yeah. Now, in
facts.
your case, you are the one negotiating. So the the term, the power is in your hands in these cases
Always.
when you're negotiating with them. Yeah. But
Always.
in this case, like with Ninja and these other big streamers, again, they have a big agency or a big marketing company behind them. So I understand why people like Ninja was like, all right, well, what are we going to do here? Because first of all, you're not offering me that much money. And in Ninja's case with Twitch, they wanted to keep him, but they were like taking, a little bit of money off of him as well. And, and if for any smart businessman, you'd be like, yeah, fuck it. Like, if you're trying to do this, or you're trying to, take a little extra money off the top, I'll go over here to this other company and I can, get the majority of the money that I feel like I deserve. And I can go after these other brands without you getting in the middle of it and taking a little bit of money, which really isn't yours because you weren't the one that secured the deal in the first place.
Yeah, but agencies aren't the decision makers, though. No matter who you are, no matter
You're the one
who you
that's
work
gonna-
with, no matter who's your manager, these people are just a bridge of communication.
Mhm.
No matter how you slice it, that's all they are. And they talk to these brands, they create some sort of a term or a deal, they meet in the middle, and then they go back to the content creator and say, all right, this is what I got back for you. And then ultimately the content creator decides yes or no if that's good enough. And if they say no, the agency will provide some more advising, or they go back to whatever company they're negotiating with, and it's right back down to zero. That's just how it is. What I do and how I handle things, I do it the way how I do it because I don't want any miscommunication. There's no discrepancy in communication. If I have someone speaking for me, there might be some sort of discrepancy and miscommunication. That's all. That's all there is to an agency.
What you talking
And
about
they
though is
take
like
a cut of your cut.
is a special case though. Like most people
That's it.
don't want to deal with that shit, and that's why they get screwed over. Though.
And if Ninja and Ninja ultimately, when it came down to signing, it was his decision, not agency's decision or his
Mhm.
wife's
Yeah,
decision. Hopefully,
yeah,
Yeah, the
hopefully
power
it
is in his
wife's
hands in
decision.
that case.
This is just motivating me. I need my multi-million-dollar deal. That's all I got on my show notes. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add to the conversation before we wrap it up?
I mean, it's been almost a 3-hour conversation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This
I
might
think
be the
we
longest
covered a lot.
episode ever.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot of gems.
Yeah, a lot of
No,
gems.
facts.
Big facts. All right, well, that's all I got. That's all anybody wants to say. Bees, you got the show floor since you are the guest. What is your closing statement for Gaming Illuminati episode 95? Go.
If you got a nice butt, you can say the N-word, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast.
True. All right, Jay, what's your closing statement for episode 95? Go.
Hey, we knocked out the first GI podcast of 2020. We are going to definitely be making some bigger moves. We ain't playing this time. We're trying to get this white people money. So yeah, don't be surprised if you don't see a couple things in the background. We're just know we're working. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all everything, but when it happens, don't try to hop on board now. Okay, and shout out to Bees for as well responding to the email. I'm trying to reach out to more people, especially in the community. So yeah, I appreciate you for
thank you for having me, man. It was a pleasure.
GI coming out their shell in 2020. What's her name? Also, before I get to you, Ethos, leave a comment in the comment section below for like the video version if you're listening to or watching that version. Who would you like to see on the show as a future guest? So you give us an idea of who we can go after. Let us know. Comment in the video. Who would you want to see as a future guest on GI? All right, Ethos, close the statement. But just to give an eye so we can gauge interest in the I mean,
community. I like the energy, Ethos. I like that.
We get everybody.
I didn't say we couldn't. Yeah. I said who specifically.
Yeah, I know.
God damn, this is why I don't talk to blacks after 9 p.m.
No, I'm saying for the comments, not for you. I'm saying for the comments, it could be the sky is the limit, bro. Whoever you want. Just make sure they're alive. Well, we'll figure out how
obviously,
to
Jesus, Ethos. This man said make sure they're alive.
Make sure they're alive, not like Edison or something.
What's your closing statement?
No, but shout out to the Bees. Thank you so much for dropping by this to start off the year strong. Appreciate it. Appreciate the insight too. That shit got me motivated.
Yeah, we gotta talk to you some more for real.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk. Yeah, shout outs. Also, thanks everybody who also dropped by Samurai Zero reveal. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the love and the support that a lot of y'all gave me. And the team. I really do appreciate it. Again, you want to check it out. It's again, the website, samurai0.com. It's all there, Patreon, all that sort of stuff. If you want to support it, check out the GI Patreon. Check out Bees' shit. Get his shaker. Is your shaker still on sale? Because I got one. But I was
we're gonna do another drop because the first drop sold out in like 3 hours. So we're gonna do like a bundle.
Oh shit! She said
my guy is out here, bro.
Finessing them, bro.
Yeah, I bought one of them boys. I was
Rob the rich.
Thank you, man.
Rob the rich.
Thank you, man.
Freaking
eat the rich. Let's go.
Freaking then my closing statement is I appreciate everybody coming through to listen. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to rate this 5 stars on Apple Podcasts if you enjoy the show. And then also make sure to check out all the other GI podcasts. If you like anime, check out Otaku Summit. If you like music, check out Enlightened Sounds. Flock got a solo podcast called Unfiltered Facts, and then I also have a solo podcast called Hokage THOTS. So if you're looking for more content from like-minded people in GI, that's the stream team. Check it out. Other than that, we appreciate you guys listening to the show, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Game and Illuminaughty pod. I said P. I cannot talk. I'm tired of talking. Bye.